And welcome, folks, to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. All right, so like I said, from this point out, man, we won't really be focusing. You know what I mean? This is where momentum starts. All right, and I got divine confirmation of this. This is what we're going to be on. We're going to be moving forward. We're going to build, and honestly, we're going to pick up the pace now. You understand? This is what I do. You understand? Like I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what the game is. And like I said, I mean, like I'm gonna win no matter what. All I do is win. I'm gonna continue to build no matter what. All I do is build. I am progress. Like I said, me, I'm a grown man, right? I've been a real man and a straight up G and a gangster about everything. I have addressed everything publicly, right? I just have been a man through and through. You know what I mean? So again, I mean, everybody talks, man. Folks talk online, but folks talk online for free. That's number one, right? Number two, on top of all that, right? You just got to understand, like, we're going to keep building and moving forward no matter what. There is nothing that can stop me. Understand that. Like I said, this is where momentum starts. You understand? Like I said, nothing was ever easy. I come from absolutely nothing. You understand? Folks is, always never have their priorities straight. You understand? They always worried about the wrong things. Worry about what's going on. Worry about this money I'm making. Worry about this business I built. Worry about the fact that I'm an all-out celebrity. You understand? So this Arctic thing is coming through or whatever. I'm not even really worried about it. Like it ain't nothing. I've been through everything. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And me, like I'm just Gucci with it. Like I'm good, you know what I mean? And I can handle the cold better than anybody. You know what I mean? At this point, for real. Because God trained me and like I do cold training all the time. So like the cold really ain't a big deal to me. It don't even do nothing for me. Literally, it doesn't even phase me, bro. But so I just love it. Like, again, like you gotta understand, I can handle anything. I can endure anything. I'm gonna always be strong and be resilient and persevere and be good. You still see me right here, right? Right? Like I said, I've been going through it like for real, bro, physically because of what I'm doing, because of all them twists and turns when I'm practicing these different kicks and different martial arts. Like I said, all of this is, public. You understand? Folks know what I'm on. Folks know how I'm coming 2026. Folks know what I'm doing publicly. This is a public platform. You understand? So there's complete clarity on every movement I do, everything. You understand? So nothing is up for debate, nothing is in question. You understand? Like I said, I'm the one who run the streets. I'm Tyree Sneed. I ran the Batman Project out of my own pocket for 3 years. I have more power than everyone in this entire country and world. I am your superior, and that's just what it is. So again, I mean, we're going to keep on building and it's just full speed ahead. We're going to keep on moving and progressing because, I just keep on seeing what it is. Like me personally, I smell fear. That's what I smell. Yeah, because I'm on the offensive and I have been the entire time, you know what I mean? Even when I didn't start out that way, like I'm a real man, these folks want to act like they forget, man, I can travel and go anywhere too. You do understand that, right? There's nothing, stopping me from doing any action I want to take. There's nothing holding me back no more. Like, nah, other than maybe like a couple of things, you know what I mean, that ain't really holding me back because I didn't allow anything to hold me back. If you haven't learned by now, can't nobody and nothing hold me back. So, like I said, this is where momentum starts. I got all the passion. I'm ready going into 2026, into this brand new year. I'm ready to go, man. We about to get to February. Let me tell you what my check looking like because you already in your feelings. Yeah, we up over 39 bucks for that next check. This is what you're not going to hear any of them talking about. You're not going to hear anyone else talking about the money they making or the checks getting printed, the checks getting printed nonstop, baby. We got a flow. I make check after check after check. All I do is make money and moolah every single check, baby. Commas every time. You mean? All we do is ball out of control. Like I said, I'm the man with over 300,000 in the bank. What are you talking about, boy? Like I said, I talk how I want to talk. I do what I want to do. What's goody? Yeah, I love it. I'm a boss. You understand? And like I said, I do radio for a living. You understand? Yeah, like I said, I facilitate the environment. I pay cash for everything I own. I paid over 8,500 in land taxes, right? Everything is mine and belongs to me, and I'm here. I ain't shrinking for nobody. Now what's good? Yeah, like I said, I love it, man. These folks just sitting there and got nothing but time in their hands and nothing better to do. Right. And I do radio. We do real radio. You understand? There is no fear here. You understand? We're here to talk. We're here to make sure that the public and the world hears me. I have a real message. So I'm gonna say it again. This is how I talk. Now what's goody? Yeah, like I said, this is how you do radio. I got to teach folks everything. You understand? Like I said, I'm open to open interviews in front of the entire public. What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing out there today? My day going great. Huh, what? See, I'm a real man. I'm a real man. You understand? Like I said, I'm the mob. I run this country and world, and I'm a straight boss. I love it. Folks have no answer for me. They've tried everything they possibly can and can't stop me. You understand? Like I said, I built my own private studio. I talk how I want to talk. I do what I want to do. What's goody? Said what? Can you imagine? Well, yet everyone else is talking and doing whatever they want, and all these folks is committing illegal crimes every day, 8,000 crimes, talking crazy on the internet. But folks ain't worried about that, right? Ain't nobody doing their job. Folks ain't worried about that. Nah, you gonna sit there and try to roll reverse and make no sense. Can you believe that, people? What? In my country? Ah, yeah, right. Like I said, this is my country. This is America. You understand? Like I said, this is my country. I make all the decisions. I talk the way I talk because I got power. Don't you wish you had it? Yeah, I built everything cash. That's what happens when you put money up and you put up capital and your own investment capital. You get to talk like a boss because you a boss. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. I do what I want to do. So, like I said, I love it. Now, how y'all feel, huh? Yeah. Like I said, this is real radio. You understand? See, that's the thing. These folks, they don't like hearing the truth. We gonna keep on saying the truth nonstop. We gonna keep on bringing the truth. We gonna keep on winning, and there's not a thing they can do about it, baby. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is how you do real radio. It took years of work working at my craft. It took years to hone my craft, to understand how to speak. I got power when I speak, and you have an issue and can't handle the power when I speak because it's the power of God. That's what that is. That's what that is. Like I said, what are you talking about? You all want to talk about Eminem? That's a walking contradiction. You want to talk about Eminem, but Eminem supposedly had a voice, right? Eminem didn't have vocals like me. Eminem didn't have a voice like me. Eminem can't make music like me. What are you talking about? All that stuff, that was a clone walking around. What are you talking about? Cloning's been going on for decades, bro. You better catch up. Said what? Can you imagine folks that ain't got nothing going for them and ain't built nothing, right? But they want to have a voice and say something about what I'm doing, but everything I'm doing is right. All these folks who ain't doing their job out here should follow my example because I'm showing you how to get money. You understand? Because I'm gonna tell you what, these folks that work, they don't make no living wage, not a single one of them. And in the valley, anybody who work a 9 to 5 is poor. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know what you talking about or who you talking to, but this is Tyree Sneed. I tell you all how it go and tell you reality. Yeah, I do this for real. Like I said, only artist to ever go worldwide independently, real rap. You understand? Real music, sing real R&B. Are you serious? Is you serious? Come on, man. You cannot be serious at all. Like I said, got the best vocals in the game, better than Elvis. They can't handle my passion, cuz they can't handle my fury. They can't handle my soul. They can't handle my essence. What they can't handle, baby, is the human spirit. That's right. And we're going to keep on bringing it. I don't shrink for nobody, baby. Let's go. Say what? Yeah, like I go through all these insurmountable odds like I'm going through right in front of you. Like, what? Do you know how hard what I've been going through is? You see what I'm saying? That's why when they try to get in front of me and start saying lies and fabricated fake rhetoric, I correct them immediately. No, these folks don't care about me. These folks are doing what they're doing, and it's obvious as hell and in front of the whole public. What are you talking about? And like I said, I already told y'all what it is. I've responded to everything. Every matter gets addressed. Okay? This is the mob. What are you talking about? Like I said, I love it, man. I love when folks want to act confused because they don't have an answer for you and your success, because that's all they worried about is the fact that I own and run a business and I'm a boss and I get money. You folks been jelly of me since day one. You was jelly when I had 14 luxury vehicles and all them nice cars parked out here, right? You was jelly. That's why you had to tag every single one of my cars, and I paid over $110 for every tow. You got some audacity, homie. I don't know what you're talking about or who you're talking to, but let me explain something to you, Duke. I paid cash for everything I own. I ain't going nowhere. You got that? Yeah. Now what's up? Exactly. Like I said, every day I'm going to come with this passion and fury. Every day I'm going to spit documented fact. That's what makes me the most powerful radio show host in all of existence and time. What are you talking about, man? Let's go. What's up? Where's the conversation at, homie? Like I said, we out here doing real radio. This the hood and the ghetto speaking. I represent the streets. Who is you? Huh? Said, huh? But yet they want to talk, but they can't do radio like me because they don't have this passion and charisma and the gift I got. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what you talking about, homie. I do what I want to do. Yeah. See, this is power talking. And every day I'm going to continue to display in front of everyone what real power is, boy. Yeah, them folks is funny, man. Like I said, like that's the thing. Like, of course you're going to be jelly. I'm 6'3". Most of these folks like 3 feet tall. What? Yeah, they imagine being in your feelings because you talk for free, and when I talk, I get pissed. Yeah, imagine you being your feelings because I built a private studio with my own bare hands, with my own cash and money, and then thinking you have an opinion about it. Boy, stop it. Say what? Shoot. Like I said, bro, 100%. I'm going to be loud as possible now. I make music, okay? We do this so we can make music, so we can do what we want. I want my message to be made loud and clear. You understand? You can feel any way you want about it. Clearly, you're in your feels, cuzzy. Now, why? Why would you be in your feelings? Because it's the truth getting said. Yeah, because folks can't handle the truth. Since when does that become my problem? That'll never be my problem, cousin. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this is where momentum starts. Like I said, these folks want to take reality and revamp it into something it's not. I pay cash for everything. I put up independent capital. I'm the boss. I tell everyone what to do, and everyone listens to me. What you talking about? Like I said, it's hilarious. I'm a grown man, homie. Y'all did the same thing when my father was around all that fake timeshare stuff so he could get the tickets so he could go to Disney World and Disneyland. And he handled it the exact same way. He turned up, went 0 to 100 and told them, I don't care. I'm just here for the tickets. Yeah. Yeah, you folks already showed your cards. You already showed what you're on, boy. Yeah, like I said, like what? Like, bro, this is a free country. We could do whatever the hell we want, actually, and I can respond anywhere I want and talk how I want. Now, again, what's up? What's going on? I'm who runs this country. So there's no fear here. We move completely without fear. We do what we want to do, and I run the streets and run every block. I didn't get to this point being weak or quiet or not being myself. I got to this point because I'm a boss, and you hear it when I speak. Yeah. Now, I'm not a small dude. I'm the biggest guy in the world. I'm the strongest. I'm literally the meaning and definition of what tough and raw is. Now, what's goody? Huh? Yeah, like I said, can you imagine? Like I said, just like they couldn't handle me on a panel, they can't handle me on here. They could never handle me. And like I said, who's they? Because they never had a voice. They never had a platform. They never had any soul or charisma. They all sold their soul. So what's goody? Again, you're not even a part of this conversation. Boy, what you talking about? Yeah, like I said, this is a country boy talking. Now, what's up? Like I said, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like I said, first of all, I'm not taking no losses, right? I don't ever lose at all. All I do is win. That's number one. You already know. That's crazy, man. That's crazy when people think that my authority can be challenged and then I win every time. And then they think, oh, well, I'm going to keep on talking and pretending and I'm going to keep on, whining and complaining and saying this about that and this about that and this about you can whine, complain, say whatever you want. It ain't going to stop nothing over here. Believe that. Yeah, I got the spirit of God within me. I got the Holy Spirit within me. Like, what are you talking about? Huh? Yeah. All these folks are agents of Satan. Like I said, none of them no good, and they still on Facebook begging for donations for free money, and y'all give it to them. All of them are the same. Like I said, they all got a donation and money to help these people. That all these people are down here, right? And folks is doing their job. They doing what they were supposed to do 8,000 years ago. Now it's finally happening. And now guess what? The minute that all this is going down, because now it's starting to happen in the valley, and they're already on Facebook complaining and whining. Oh, I need money. Oh, this happened. And oh, gee, woe is me. Where was all that energy this entire time that I haven't gotten any government benefits, any money that I deserve? The government's done nothing for me. Y'all are over here, and it don't even make no sense. Y'all are over here, have no respect for this soil or this country, and you're taking every benefit, every job, everything you can possibly get. And now that the chickens and the hens finally came home to roost, oh, now suddenly it's a problem, huh? Yeah. Yeah, like they act like God ain't at work, like it ain't real, like you see me running around here as Batman for no reason, like I ain't running the streets, like I'm not who protects this border. What are you talking about? You got to get real with yourself, period, about who you talking to. I mean, that's literally who I am. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything that all these other people claim they do, none of them do anything, and none of them know how to even do their job, and they can't think. I have to think for everyone. The truth is, I'm a communal leader, a community leader, and I'm the one who does everything. I do everything for everybody. Like I said, what are you talking about? I'm a boss and I talk like a boss. You feel some way about it? Good. Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, run and tell whoever, call whoever. I'm gonna tell everyone the same thing every time. And like I said, I don't conversate with the public or anyone. There's nothing to talk about, Duke. There's nothing you can do. This is the spirit of God and this is reality. Like, what are you talking about? Can you imagine? Like I said, what folks need to do is learn how to do their job properly. And it's just that simple. And we're gonna keep on saying it. There's nothing they can do. All they can do is just start with the same bluffing. That's all y'all do is bluff. Y'all ain't on nothing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, all that's all fake. That's what fake individuals do. Fake stuff, bluffing, all that woofing, all that fake stuff, right? But they ain't actually about nothing. They don't have no excuse. I do what I want to do. I'm free in a free country. That's what I did all this for, to have pure, complete freedom. I'm literally sovereign and above the law. What are you talking about? What? Yeah, like I said, enough of that. So, like I said, moving forward, now that we got the record straight, like I said, and you know who you're talking to, like I said, I'm the one who literally came down here and built a reputation. I'm the only person like me here. Okay. And I stood my ground and completely won. I'm a gangster. You understand? So, when you hear a gangster talk, you put respect on my name. You better bring your respecter. Real talk. You better have a dash of that respecter every time you say my name. Yeah, that's who you're talking to. Like I said, nah, we just trying to preserve what we doing and make sure we run this business correctly and be professional. But at some point, enough is enough. At some point, we just gonna address you. What's up? Huh? Yeah. Ain't none of them folks talking about nothing. Like I said, all that fake stuff and ain't accomplished one thing and all of it's fake. That's why we don't react and don't respond. And they feelings because of it too. They thought folks was gonna take bait. Gangsters don't take bait, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, you know what gangsters do? Win anyway. That's what people don't get. Like, I'm a megalodon, homie. I'm an actual like orca. You don't seem to get it at all. No, I eat the bait, keep everything with it, and just keep on moving forward. Every time I've displayed nothing but pure bravery. What are you talking about? People said this and that. Oh, this and that. Blah, blah, blah. This plan, this plot. I walked right into everything and nobody had nothing for me every time. And even in positions where I couldn't even do anything because I have to preserve my career. Kind of like now. See, it's easy arithmetic for me because I know it's the same answer for everything. No response, don't care, and go on about my day. Because, I mean, quite frankly, I'm strong as hell and folks ain't close to me. So what are you talking about? Everything a game to me because I know nobody's capable. Everybody's just sitting there watching me be strong and win. Yeah. Yeah. So how you feeling? Like I said, this is the human spirit, baby. What do you mean? You can see in front of the whole world what these folks is on. They got whole groups, they got task forces, right? Hired to stop me, and they don't even make no money. What you talking about money? Ain't none of these folks got a dime, right? Yeah. Yeah, trying to discourage me, trying to play all these little mental mind games. How you gonna play mental mind games with a mental giant? You better get real. Yeah. Yeah, what you talking about? Like I said, I don't shrink for nobody, and I'm right here. Now, what's up? What are you talking about? What? I'm saying this, I'm doing that. Yeah, I did, and I stood on business, just like I do every day. And you know what other folks do? Absolutely nothing. Mhm. Yeah, other folks got to watch me win and watch me get paid and watch me talk and kick this real talk. They can't handle this real thug stuff. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, this thug life for real. We still living it. What's up, thug life? What's up? Yeah, they funny. Mhm. Ain't talking about nothing. Like what? Like, come on, bro. When you speak, you got to make sense, man. It's just that simple. Like I said, your job ain't to worry about me. Your job is to go get a job. They got plenty of job applications. Sears is hiring, homie. Straight up. All them folks ain't got a job, but they got time to worry about someone else, and then want to talk to everyone and have other people speak for them and do this and drive around and follow around the internet. What's that got to do with anything? All that is irrelevant and moot. Let's keep them moving forward and let's keep winning. We're gonna keep stunting on them and making bread while they sit there and be jelly and do nothing. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, now what's up? So, like I said, everything get addressed. Everything's been addressed. I'm the boss, little homie, and I run this world. Like I said, what are you talking about? Ain't no fear here. Oh, trust me, I'm completely free. I do what I want, and folks already know about me. Everybody know about me. Everybody. There's not no one person who can front. That's what I'm saying. Folks talk online in a way that they don't talk in reality. I don't know what kind of game that is. I'm a 36-year-old grown man. When people are in front of me, they're very respectful. Everyone comes correct. And quite frankly, honestly, I smell fear always. Mhm. So folks know what it is with me. Folks know how I'm coming 2026. Like I said, I'm here to build, baby. I'm here to build. This is what you will never hear with any of these other folks. This is why Rob Rack got to do 18-hour live streams in a Roach motel room, completely homeless, and he can say whatever he wants and say, "Oh, I got money." If you got money, how come you never leave and even go outside? Why are you why are you scared to go outside and touch grass? I'm sorry, you have money? No, what you want is you want to be me. You wish that you had my charisma and my radio personality. That's not a personality. It's not fabricated. It's not an ego and it's not fake. It's who I am. And you wish that you were me. And since you can't be me and can't get paid to do what I do, you're in your feelings about it. They keep talking about the same thing about this and that and location and where I'm at. It don't matter where I'm at because I'm gonna keep being the same dude and I'm gonna keep winning no matter what. It don't matter what I have because my basis is built in God and my foundation is through God. And we already went over this. We've already addressed everything you're saying. So again, I don't know why folks repeat themselves, but you're wasting your time. Yeah, nah, y'all got folks. This is what they do. The corrupt got folks running around repeating themselves 8,000 times a day and then acting like, oh, none of it's happening. Oh, yeah, it's not going on. Oh, really? Oh, so those folks aren't talking the way they're talking. They haven't made all these weird illegal statements. They haven't talked all this crazy stuff on the internet hiding. Really? Every day? It's been every day, bro. This has been going on every day. So, like I said, folks don't have nothing they can tell me. There's nothing they can do because there's a failure to do their job. So, a person who can't do their job can't tell me a thing in my country. I'm gonna say it again. That's why they're trying to find a way around it, and they're really just looking silly. It already came out the truth, divine confirmation in the reading. It literally said, you embarrassed this group badly. Yep. Sound about right to me. Yep. All of them are homeless. Every single one of them. There's not a single one of them that has a home like me and that paid cash for it. Now, I've done everything for everyone else. I paid everyone else's bills. You can check. I got the receipts in my email and everything. What are you talking about? I really paid $8,500 in land taxes. It ain't nothing. These are people who I tell them what I've done and have the receipts, and they just sit there and say something that makes no sense, trying to deny reality, saying I didn't do what I did. Then why do I have the receipts for every tax payment of which I've made? Can you explain that? Sorry, but what? So the last time you were talking on that nonsense, you don't remember that I called them up and literally spoke to them direct and told them reality right away? You don't remember this? What are you talking about? Yeah, I've been telling y'all the same thing, and I'm not going to repeat myself. It's a one-time conversation. I own everything. I run estates. I've run estates for years, and I'm a businessman and a boss. If anybody got something to say to me, say it direct. Right? That's not what you're doing. You're on some weirdo energy, and that's what they do. And I don't play like that. If you got something to say it. I don't know what you're talking about. You got folks want to just come around when I'm not paying attention and all this other weird stuff. What is that? Can you explain that to me? I'm a grown man, homie. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah. Yeah, they ain't on nothing, bro. That stuff don't do nothing for me. That don't phase me. You could be on whatever you want. Y'all ain't got no power, bro. Y'all got to watch me win. And all you doing is showing the public and the world and the valley, right? Who's a walking contradiction in itself because they can't make up their mind whose side they on and what they doing, right? And you showing everybody what it is. Yeah, y'all been jelly and me. Bunch of jellyfish since day one. Mhm. Yeah, you gonna hear me and how I feel. Like I said, 2026, this is a new year. I'm coming hard this year. You understand? I ain't playing at all, and can't nothing stop me. I don't know what you talking about. I'm a grown man, bro. I don't answer to nobody. You understand that? I do what I want to do. People could feel any way they want. They could say whatever they want. I mean, is everything I'm doing not what I'm supposed to do? Yes, I'm supposed to talk with charisma. I'm supposed to talk with passion. I'm supposed to have the human spirit and show you the human spirit is alive. And I'm supposed to keep on pointing out all your errors and mistakes. What do you mean? There's so many arrests being made right now because of corruption. It's unbelievable. And these folks are literally part of underground illegal organizations and have corrupt ties, and the corrupt ones just sit there and don't do anything about it, don't do their job. What in the hell could you ever tell me? I'm sorry, but what? Do you understand what I do for a living? I stand up to corruption for a living. I'm the reason that all these arrests are being made. I'm the one with power. I'm the one who literally has all these, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I run the streets, I run every block. There's not an ounce of power that I don't have. I literally run everything. Like, I should literally wake up and, like, like the what was it, the Big Red Queen, when she's talking and she's like, need a pig here. That's literally how I should move around and talk at this point. Need a pig here. Who touched my squidberry tart? My squidberry tart, my Jabberwocky. Where's my Jabberwocky? Yeah, you folks is funny, man. Like I said, like, oh, that's what you want? Oh, okay. Fake energy? Oh, you thought that was something? You thought that was real? I love how you always want to talk about others, but we never talk about any of you. Why? Because, well, they ain't got a name in this game. They don't have an identity. They online acting like they invisible and like they don't have an identity. Like, bro, these are people who don't, all of them are homeless. All of them don't have a job. All of them ain't got nothing. I was trying to avoid talking about it. These people so corrupt and all these people got together that I don't have a choice at this point. We're going to address everything now. Like what? Yeah, that's one thing that we don't do over here, boss, is play games about nothing. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on and I know what you're trying to do. You're looking for a response and a reaction and you didn't get it and you never will. And that's why you're in your feelings. Why? Because I already got plenty from you without trying. I didn't have to try. These are things y'all did according to your own values and your lack of morals and principles. You did this. So what do you mean? You all committed all these crimes. You wanted to do that. What do you mean? We all told y'all to stop doing it. What are you talking about? I already got all the leverage for court. That's what they want. And again, I'm going to say this again, and I'm not going to repeat myself. You can't go about things that way. You can't gain fake leverage for court while you're committing crimes. It doesn't work that way. My goodness. What are they talking about? Like I said, I know the law better than every single one of you, bro. I know the law like the back of my hand, and you're not used to a gangster who know the law too and is smart, and a gangster who can't be moved. I'm the mob, the original descendant and the actual mob. I run everything. Everyone has to break bread. Everyone has to pay me. I don't know what folks are talking about. There is nothing at any point that is even negotiable. There is no choice in the matter. Folks are going to pay me and they're going to break bread and you're going to support me because I told you. My goodness. Yeah, these folks are funny as hell. Like I said, ain't talking about nothing. Yeah, they got a real one on their hands now and they can't deal with me. And it's being shown to the entire public. There is nothing you can do, brother. Nothing. There is nothing that will stop this. There is no way I need to act for you. I don't need to be quiet. I don't need to follow any rules. There's nothing you can do. That's why your little scare tactics, you didn't do nothing but create a monster. Real smart there, buddy. Like, can you imagine? They feel some way because I'm talking. That's what narcissists do. And you got these corruption and all this nonsense trying to enable narcissism. Is that your job, or is your job to help people? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's a joke, bro. And like I said, they got him out here begging on Facebook already down here. Oh, woe is me. I'm going through this and that. All this stuff going on in Minneapolis. Okay, well, I mean, why is it happening? I mean, it's real simple. I mean, they keep acting like things are complicated. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, y'all put up with a lot of things that I never would. That's the difference. You understand? Whatever you tolerate will continue. Every principle and moral that I've taught and everything I'm doing here standing on business is the way a real American operates, and we will never change. It doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter that y'all want to wake up one day and pretend that you're tough. It doesn't matter. I've been running this country my entire life. There is no point where that will change. Okay, folks can act, folks can pretend in front all they want. Like I said, when we're out here in these streets, you know who run the streets? Batman. All that other stuff is fake. You understand? That's why folks be talking behind my back, around the corner, around me, trying to talk around me and can't, right? Trying to find some way to everything is when I'm not around, just like everything they did in the past. And all that was with corrupt ties. So there's been tons of crimes committed, right? And I'm talking about even in the past. Folks who don't even work the same jobs now have committed so many crimes, right? I mean, what are you talking about? Everyone's going to be held accountable in a court of law. Nobody's getting away with nothing. And we're going to continue to speak and say the truth and stand up. Now, what's good? I just love how they're in their feelings, and you got people who literally I already won. Like, I defeated female and male witches coven. I completely like it's in the reading. It's divine confirmation on your community wall, talking about what I'm doing, that I single-handedly, right, defeated an entire cults, right? Like, literally, I've done all of what it's saying on that community wall is actual divine confirmation and tangible proof that you could even use in a court of law to prove my case. What are you talking about? So, like I said, for me personally, I think it's hilarious. I think the whole thing is hilarious. You understand? Like I said, I'm a human being and I'm going to be treated as a human being. That's not even something I ask. I don't know what you folks is on. I don't know what you talking about, but I'll tell you one thing. It ain't reality. I know that much. We going to keep on laughing while we stunt and shine and look handsome as ever. And they so jelly of my looks, man. That's all it's been about, because I'm beautiful and I look good. And you proved everything I said right about Breezy Book. You proved everything Breezy Brooks said to be true. You all lied on her, right? She was falsely imprisoned, which is one of the biggest atrocities anyone could commit. It's also the #1 sin in the world. You understand? What you have to understand is y'all keep on talking and this and that. But again, what you're doing is the worst sin you can commit. It's worse than anything. You understand? And it's clear what you're doing, right? Like, come on, bro. Do I really need to spell it out and explain it? I really need to say what the word is? Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know exactly what y'all on and what you doing, and it ain't happening over here, bro. So again, what's up, bro? I got God with me, bro. This is my country, man. Like I said, you don't make the rules. I do. So what are you talking about? I do what I want to do. Understand that? Let's make that very clear. I do what I want to do, and this is every day. You understand? Just like I went to go get breakfast the other day, yesterday, I'm gonna do what I want. I just finished my egg taco too. I'm living good. I know you mad. They should get mad when I say that to them. I'm living good. Yeah, they mad. They mad because I'm living good. I've always lived good. What are you talking about? I've been in the same places for decades, bro. Ain't nothing ever gonna change. It ain't gonna change today, tomorrow, yesterday. It'll never change. What's up? Right? Yeah, no, I'm tired of that, man. Somebody just sitting there typing delusion every day that, like I said, they are the ones who put them up to do it 100%. Yes, the corrupt is who worked with them. They're who told them to do that. And they think it's cute. And they know it's going on actively. I have all the evidence right here. Like I said, won't be showing nobody nothing. Like I said, my privacy will continue to be respected every single day. It's not even in question. And the minute I talk to a lawyer, it'll be a real lawyer who's not from McAllen because they're corrupt, not from San Antonio because they're corrupt, probably not even from Texas. I'm going to get a real attorney on my side to represent me when I take this case to Supreme Court, and I'm guaranteed to win. And both of these corrupt departments are going to pay me massive settlements of millions of dollars. What's up now, boy? They don't get no better than Tyree Sneed. Make sure you understand that. Hmm. So again, you got to understand, like, bro, I mean, we've been one, bro. This is like Tupac said, if this was chess, we would have been yelled checkmate. I already did. Checkmate. We said checkmate years ago. What are you talking about, bro? We've been moved on. We already won that. See, that's the thing, folks, is stuck in the past. That's that same thing, that narcissism. Like I said, I don't talk to narcissists. Why are you trying to glorify something that you're not supposed to be? Nobody wants to be immature. People want to grow up and live life and be happy and move forward. That's what we doing, no matter how you feel. So what's up? See what I'm saying? It's funny. Yeah, they really got folks like talking like that's crazy that you literally commit crimes to speak. There's not a single one of them that can talk to me or even contact me. So you say that folks do their job? I beg to differ. Not at all. Now everybody knows exactly what's going on. They know the environment that they tried to facilitate. They know everything they've tried to do every day. That's why you got that fake Tesla trying to pull up around me, is going down one street and then turns all the way around to follow. You do realize that's illegal, right? You do understand that that's illegal, right? So I'm going to say it again. How many more illegal things is this corrupt neighborhood and corrupt departments going to continue to do? Because apparently you can't be a man or a woman and stand on business and say how you feel, because apparently you're that jelly of a white man who runs this country. And this is my country. You're in America. So you're going to do what I tell you. Yep. Yep, you can feel any way you want. And guess what Americans do? We don't run, we don't budge, we don't fold, we don't break, and we continue to run this country. That's right. There is nothing you can do when you're dealing with real Americans. Trust me, there ain't nothing more gangster than me. And this is the same thing they tried in that Carriazole's fake corrupt jail. And I'm going to tell you what, the Red Triangles were calling and talking to corrupt COs. I'm 100% positive. I told you what they did in that jail and what they put out, and I told you what happened. And I was watching it with my own eyes. Okay. And I had to stand on business. I stood up to the biggest person in every single pod. So these, like I said, this never stops for me. They keep on trying to act like it's something that's following me around. What exactly is following Batman around? Because I'm going to tell you something. When I'm in these streets, there ain't nothing following me. Actually, when I'm in these streets, it's quiet as a mouse because I'm the real legend and I'm really an immortal vampire. So now what's good? So I'm going to say it again. When I'm going through something, you give me my space. I'm a human being. You're going to treat me like a human being. When I'm going through things, you give me my space. And whenever, you always give me my space. And my space is going to be respected. That's number one, right? Number two, what's up? Like, be clear on what you're saying. Same thing T.I. said. He said, be clear, right? When you speak, be clear. What's up, homie? Like I said, you got a lot of folks online fronting every day. Okay. And what do you have going for you? Because I got a full scale business where I say the facts and expose all this corruption. That's what I do for a living. Stand up to corruption. So you ain't doing nothing but helping me. Whoever you want to call them anytime. Whatever you want to do it anytime. I'm not speaking to none of y'all. I'm not talking to none of you. You do what you want to do. If you want to continue to break the law, go ahead. Be my guest. What are you talking about? Because all it's going to do is result in more money when we take this to court. You don't have a way to move. You don't have anything to say. You like it's called accepting defeat and moving forward. Move on. Yeah. Yeah. We're not playing games because I did the real thing in the street and really won. So now we're gonna play little weird coward games. Yeah, we're not doing that. So let's skip that chapter now, and now we got the record set straight. Easy. Yeah, I've heard more than enough, bro. So, like I said, I'm gonna continue to win. I run the streets, I run the world, and these folks in their feelings, and I love it. And I'm gonna be recording music and doing whatever the hell I want, just like the 8 million other Americans do every single day. So, you're trying to tell me that my civil rights and civil liberties have 100%, right, been violated and have never existed in front of the entire world? Does anyone care about this? Are any of you helping me? Are you donating to me? No, I haven't had the same rules as the rest of these human beings, as the rest of the human race my entire life. It has never been fair towards me. And even with it being completely unfair and this invisible, you know what I talked about that they have me in, I continue to break free every day. I'm the generational curse breaker, and there is nothing that you can do to stop me. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You know why? Because I'm a Sneed, sister. Yeah. No, I'm just like my father and just like my dad, and that's why you feel some way. And like I said, the difference between Sneeds and my family and you is we have the courage to stand up and tell you what it is. We address everything direct. Y'all want to be on the internet hiding like Tone Space. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, these folks want to talk, but again, there's no identity there, so I don't feel what is there to address. I mean, you had one guy go broke and lose over 100,000, and you worried about me? I mean, don't you think you should be worried about all that money that you lost? Like what? Makes sense. You got another one had a failed rap career and never had a rap career and couldn't rap, and they were in their feelings because I spit better. I rap better than people, and they want to be me. And I mean, that don't even make no sense. Be yourself. You don't have an identity of your own. So I get in a relationship, and then they worried about talking about my girl or whatever, and this and that. I mean, whoever's my girl is my girl and was the entire time. What are you talking about? Y'all is obsessed, bro. These people are in love with me, and that's all it is. Like I said, and it's crazy because I'm not a person who has conversations with people who communicate intermittently. Again, that's illegal. When you talk, learn how to speak. You address me direct, right? I'll have a face-to-face conversation with anyone in this world anytime. You understand? On my terms. You don't talk to me when you want. I talk to you when I want. That's how that works. So again, nothing's going to move me. I'm going to continue to run the streets and run this world. They can't stop me. And it's crazy that you acting like you don't have to acknowledge all the stuff that I just went through too. You do understand I just went through a whole bunch of different stuff physically, right? Right? You do understand that a lot of that was attributed to the actions of an illegal organization, which is the same people that are talking and that I've already addressed, right? There's nothing to address because they don't have an identity. They're not powerful. They're not scary. They're not anything. So what are you talking about? Okay. See, that's the thing. They're trying to dismiss my struggle. That's why they were saying, oh, well, there are people with a lot of time on their hands. I mean, you have a lot of time on your hands. You drive around and you eat donuts and you don't do anything. And then you worry about me. You say everybody knows me. Okay, if all y'all know me, how come all these neighborhoods and places haven't contributed 1 red cent to me? Don't ever talk to me again. You understand that? Don't say nothing to me. There's not a single one of you who's even worthy to speak to me. I'm royalty. Do you understand that? Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing any talking. You do whatever you want because there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you can do. Like I said, folks ain't about nothing. They're never going to move or do nothing, and we all know it. So what are you talking about? You understand? And false imprisonment is the worst crime that you can commit, and that would help my lawsuit so much. So what's up? Exactly. Exactly. You can't just sit here and make illegal statements and say this and that and talk a bunch of fluff and keep on breaking the law and then expect other people to care or to follow any laws or that we have to do anything or act away. You don't run nothing. What are you talking about? This is the whole problem with that Trump administration. Now Trump is trying to act like he can push his weight around. You're not pushing your weight around. What are you talking about? It's just that you're in a position where you can pretend because America has turned soft. If you was dealing with real Americans, bro, real Americans wouldn't put up with none of this. And guess what? You're talking to a real American. Yep. So again, just because y'all are hypersensitive and America went soft because that was what the brainwashing and all this programming on social media was designed to do, doesn't mean I did. We stay tough, boy. That's what we do. So we gonna keep on pushing. And like I said, they can't stop it. And that's all it is. They can't stop it. They can't stop us. And there's too many of us. And I'm about unity and getting power in numbers. I want to get these communities to get together and stick together. I want to build power to the people. And I'm trying to get the people in the valley, which I already have most of them riding with me and on my side. I want to get them all on my side because we're going to need it. We're going to need it for what's coming. You can see clear as day what's coming. You can see what's happening in this country. You can see all the unrest. You can see exactly what's going on. Right? We're going to need numbers, bro. We're going to need numbers and we're going to need unity and we're going to have to get the people to learn how to stick together no matter how we feel about each other, no matter where you're from, no matter what it is. You understand? You're going to have to pick a side and choose, and it's that simple. You're going to have to pick a side and choose good and evil. I'm not worried about where you're from. I ain't worried about who's who. I ain't worried about what these other agencies and organizations worry about. I don't care about none of that. Okay? Whoever's here in this country, they're here because the government allowed them to be. That's number one. I'm about equality. See, I'm not on what you want. Like I said, we already exposed all that and how y'all feel and how y'all get down. That's you. Okay? You trying to project is irrelevant and pointless. At no point again will my time be wasted. I'm telling you right now. At no point. I will not be speaking to anybody. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm going to go on about my business. And if anyone's trying to flag me down or talk to me, I'm going to keep walking. You do whatever you want, because I'm gonna tell you what, I already got more than enough grounds for my Supreme Court lawsuit. You say everyone knows me, then everyone knows what my position and what I've been through. So what are you talking about? Like, I don't owe anybody anything, bro. Like, this is the thing. I understand exactly what you're trying to do, and that's what I mean. I mean, if you're gonna keep talking that way and you're gonna keep acting and alluding to things that are implausible and don't even exist, and keep pretending that folks are somehow strong or tough, who's tough? What are you talking about? There's no system that run me, bro. Don't nobody police me. I do what I want to do. You understand that? I'm completely uncontrollable. I'm a sovereign Batman, the vigilante. I don't know what you're talking about or who you think you're talking to, but it ain't me. Trust me. Yeah, so again, what's up? That was cute, right? That's all it ever is cute. That was cute, not. Like I said, why don't y'all focus on school? Why wasn't Rob back? Rob back. Every time I type his name, I start typing Rib Rack. Rib Rack. So Groovy Jimmy's not on an FBI watch list. He said it out his own mouth. So Groovy Jimmy doesn't commit 8,000 federal crimes a day every time he does a live stream. I mean, are these folks going to do their job? Are they going to worry about that? I mean, what is your job? I mean, like, literally, what is your job? You do realize your job description is not to be corrupt, right? And then they wonder why all these arrests are being made. They wonder why they, why everybody's, like being caught for what they're doing. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, like, do what you do. I don't want folks to change their behavior. I want y'all to stay on what you want. I love it personally. You understand? I love it, bro. I just love how they keep acting like anyone, like they that's what they do. They keep doing one thing after another. And this is an underground illegal organization, mind you, called the Red Triangles, that's sending people and agents across state lines and calling people around me to make moves. That's literally Joker stuff, bro. It don't get no more illegal than that. So like I said, if folks refuse to do their job, what in the hell would we have to talk about? I'm not doing no more talking. I'm going silent, and I already went into hiding. Good luck, because I'm going to keep winning. Yeah, so like I said, that's the thing. Like all these folks is in on it. They all trying to pretend they was all on the same page since day one. That's why I caught them red-handed and literally walked in their building and addressed someone and said, hey, keep my name out your mouth. So we all know what's happened, right? We all know, right? Just like, remember back in the day when the other one was corrupt and was asking for my ID or whatever and had no business asking for my ID, and I had over $250,000 in the bank. So I was like, just keep the ID. Like, you're literally just standing in front of me trying to waste my time and play games. And like, that's just not how it goes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the truth. Like, the thing is, you got a lot of folks trying to take advantage of a fake authority. That authority you never had. Yeah, I had over $250,000 in the bank. You weren't playing games with me, right? So what are you talking about? Folks can't play games with me. Everyone knows that. So that's the thing. It's this quiet desperation online of these so-called trolls and people with no identity, and they keep trying to go against what I'm saying. Well, how do you do that hiding is the question. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that at that point, you're just going to continue to give me what I want, because any move you make forward and anything you say, right, is just evidence for me in court to win my argument and case. This is why I told you, sister, you have to make sense when you speak. This is why the things you're doing are a waste of your time, mine, and everyone else's. Not to mention that you're wasting tons of valuable resources. But hell, they're wasting them anyway because they don't do their job and they don't do anything and don't accomplish anything. That's why we had to have Batman. It's a walking contradiction. You're not making any sense. You created me because of your lack of know-how and your neglect and your inability to do your job or do anything to help the public. You created this. So you can't in turn then be like, oh, well, I mean, like, why are you more focused on me than your fake careers? I don't get that. You see, don't you have them little fake buffet functions and all that corny stuff y'all go to? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's like that too. Yeah, because there'll be a bunch of like 3 foot tall so-called women at them functions that would have something to say to me that doesn't exist. Because, I keep teaching you how if you listen to so-called women, you'll never get anything accomplished because all they talk is delusion. I talk facts. There's nothing they can say about me. What are you going to say? Oh, he's talking. He's speaking. Oh, he's loud. I can be loud. I'm a grown man. What are you talking about, dude? He's loud in a private studio that's completely soundproof. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wouldn't that be the goal of a soundproof studio that you can't afford? They act like I'm just making things up or I'm joking. Like I paid cash for this. I built everything with my bare hands. Like you don't know me. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's the thing. When you got folks trying to pretend and they're acting like they're getting in my business, not at all. My business is private. None of you know my business. And there's not one matter about me that's public or accurate. So what are you talking about? We've been over this way too many times. Every point has been proven. And that's what I'm saying. You got folks that are just sitting there and they're just, stewing and they're moping and they're really depressed and they're in their feelings because I'm succeeding. Okay. That's not what we need to turn this into. I tried to do this the right way. I've been nothing but mature. I've approached everything patiently with limitless patience. Now I'm going to address everything. You understand? Because I mean, basically, I have no choice because of all these actions, which all these actions that these folks are doing and these illegal organizations are illegal. Again, you have to understand when I told you that there's no way to have me do anything, like folks can't make me do anything. I do what I want. That's common sense. See, that's the problem. These folks is trying to act like while they hide, they're going to have leverage or power over. What do you run? I got 7 bikes in inventory, $1,300 bat cycle, $4,000 TV, brand new item cost over $100, brand new wallet, brand new jeans. I got a whole bunch of clothes cost thousands of dollars. Kind of seems like I'm hustling and making moves. I'm living good. I'm good. I'm completely at peace. I'm completely happy. I'm completely comfortable. Everybody's happy. Everything's good. Right? It ain't none of your business. I don't live in a country where people just come checking on me and telling me this and, oh, people make false calls. If they make a false call, that's an illegal crime. So again, there's no excuse. There's no way around it. At what point are folks going to do their job? So what are you talking about? See what I'm saying? You work for me, you work off my tax dollars, and this is no problem for me, no problem. Like gladly, I will literally talk publicly and explain to folks how to do your job, because apparently you don't know how. Y'all are fun. Yeah, that's what they tried to do. It was all about alienating and isolating. Well, first of all, I'm not alienated, so I don't know where you get that from. This is a very public place. Everything is public, and I'm amongst a whole lot of people. So that's the thing. Like, I don't understand why you keep acting like I'm someone I'm not. Like, I'm the most powerful man in existence. That's why you folks were jelly. That's why you were talking behind my back day one. And that's why everything was addressed. So what are you talking about? You know what it is, boy. Act like it. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I built my own bat suits. Like I said, bulletproof vest, steel armor. Like I said, they see me go to work. They see me get busy. Right? And every day I'm a gangster. Every day. So like I said, right now I may be taking some time off. You know what I mean? That's about it. Taking some time off, just to heal because of what I'm going through physically, which again I think has to do with the twists and turns from the kicks. It could have to do with the plate moving around. It could be anything. Like I said, I paid over $10,000 for my bulletproof vest with the plate and everything. It's a level 3 hard plate. That's a fact. Right? And that's how much they cost. All these other folks, they have to work for organizations that are corrupt. So what they get is for free. They get it provided and they don't own it. They have to turn it in when they, leave the job or whatever or lose their job. So that means I, again, put up my own independent capital and I fund myself and my own projects and I provided and bought all my resources cash. So that's why folks is in their feelings, because I was smart and I knew exactly what I was doing, where I was going, and what I was building. You understand? So this is where momentum starts. And like I said, I'm the man who puts underground illegal organizations out of business. I used to do it hands-on. It ain't nothing for me. I shut down cartel illegal operations in my sleep. And every day I'm in these streets protecting you, the people, and the public, and standing up for your civil rights and civil liberties. So again, it doesn't work that you get to just, not follow any rules and do whatever you want. I mean, that's a very bad decision. So I would honestly at this point encourage that, because if folks can't think, that's not my problem. That's the thing. They're so focused on how upset they are and they're powerless and can't do anything about it because they're all like 3 feet tall. Like, they're built like a seahorse. Yeah, like, why don't you say the facts? Like, it's all y'all who are mad every day. I'm not mad. I'm just power. If you feel some way about my presence, I mean, go ahead and let it be known. What's up? Because last I checked, I go wherever I want to do what I want. Folks don't say nothing to me. You understand? So what do you mean? Everything has been addressed, brother. And when I'm out in the street, it's a whole different ball game because I really be talking then, right? And I try to record as much as I can, or I'm on live stream all the time. So again, what's up? Like, what? Come on, man. Everything that's going on. When I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Oklahoma City, right? Everything that these underground illegal organizations did, all that's documented. Everything you've done is documented. Everything, your intentions are clear as day. A lot of what you said is documented. You're not making any sense. I already won this lawsuit ahead of time. It's already in the bag, buddy. I already won. So what people gotta understand is I don't sit here and act like I'm scared to talk or act like I'm scared to do anything, or like, or that's what they're doing and pretending like there's some kind of other reality, because again, they're entertaining actual delusion. You have to understand, these people can't get a grip. Those are people that no one would take seriously or listen to. So when corrupt organizations listen to them, that shows what? Absolute delusion. Yeah. So like I said, I mean, I'm the only one who's sane over here. That's reality, not joking. I'm the only one who's actually in my right mind. So when you got a bunch of people who ain't, and they just sitting there worried about me, focusing on me and talking about this and that, I mean, what's up? Like what? That stuff don't do nothing for me, bro. I mean, there's no fear over here. So see, that's the thing. You got folks that write checks they can't cash every day. Cool. And that's exactly, the same result when I defeated all these witches, covens, male and female, defeated the entire Bavarian Freemasons, defeated the entire Illuminati. And when I called them out publicly years before that, all these years, just like I called out the cartel publicly for years and decades. And then I started literally shutting down the illegal operations. So what are you talking about? I do this stuff in my sleep, man. It's not even hard for me. Again, you're not living my life. You don't know me. You don't know who I know. It's a small world, especially down here. Especially down here, bro. I heard somebody say today, oh, yeah, we're going to put up fake posts and say the same things that contradict reality. Brother, I run everything. I run Mexico and I run this country. Literally, no one else. So all that fake stuff, yeah, you can miss me with that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, they have no shame and have audacity to be still talking that fluff. That's what they do. They hide and they talk fluff. But when I'm out in these streets, everybody's quiet as a mouse. See, it's not my job to care about folks that are hiding and what they have to say. It's your job that if you feel you really are saying something that's true or real, why can't you say it in front of me and publicly? Anybody, what are you talking about? That's it. Folks ain't on nothing, and that's what it is, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? So, like I said, like, what's up, bro? This is my country. If anything, I got more rights than everybody. Get that right. What? Come on, man. Nah, you're gonna respect this soil. You're gonna respect this country, all of you, and you're gonna listen to me and do what I say. It's that simple. Y'all work off my tax dollars. I'm not even worried about you. Never have. That all the folks that was trying to talk right now deemed irrelevant in 5 seconds just because I spoke. Easy. Like, what? Yeah. Dismissed. So again, you got to make it make sense to me how I literally defeated everything across the board. I've won completely, and I've displayed a level of power that even the CIA, feds, and FBI have never seen. And that's your plan, is to get around and pretend? Like, brother, you had one person sit down and say they were FBI agent recently. I said, are you going to make the arrest? And then they literally proceeded to admit and acknowledge that they're not working for the FBI. So why would you say that if you're not currently working for them? Why would you say and lie and say you're an FBI agent? See how I catch folks in their lies? And why would it matter to me, buddy, when I'm the real Batman and the prodigy? I'm the anomaly in the world. Okay, it came out in the readings that all them folks have been watching. Okay, I'm talking about for years. And they so simple, they think I'm not aware of it. Brother, I said this since day one. I was saying in Austin, it looked like unmarked white vehicles was following and driving around. And it didn't seem like it was anything bad. It seemed like they were just watching and keeping an eye on things. But that's what I'm saying. You think these folks ain't heard about me by now? I've done a lot, man. I put a lot of work in, bro. You know what I mean? To see a dude that's really Batman, I mean, no matter who he is, to for somebody to pick up that kind of crest and responsibility and really do that and be that strong and display I'm doing the real thing. I am the real thing. Like I literally run the streets, bro. I like it took a lot of work, bro. It took a lot. It took, everything. You know what I mean? It took going through a lot like you see me going through now. And I regenerate and I bounce back every time, and I'm going to do it this time too. Isn't that what we should focus on? Like, brother, let me explain something to you. If this neighborhood or community or any of these folks don't support me, that's fine. That's clear as day to me. At what point have you ever supported me? That's why I run this operation and do what I'm doing right in front of you every day, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like what? Like why would I care about a bunch of folks that live off the government? And like I said, everything they do is off illegal funds. And my job is literally completely the opposite and exposing what they're doing, especially standing against all that drug activity and drugs. And it's clear as day. So, and I'm just a civilian, yes, and I have every right to do what I'm doing and stand up and protect my community. Don't ever let them lie to you. So, if that's what the situation is, where would you get off saying these little other things and all that? Yeah, that's a waste of time, brother. See, that's what I'm saying. They doing what Tupac talked about. He said the media trying to stress me, right? Like that's all you trying to do. Like I said, you got some folks that literally exist for nothing else. That's what I've learned. That's what they showed me. A lot of members of the Red Triangles are like that. Okay, and you're part of the Red Triangles, bro. Do you understand what the Red Triangles are? You're trying to come around here repping the Red Triangles, the name I created, right? You do understand that the Red Triangles is actual circus clowns. Not joking. Like I'm for real. That's what the Red Triangles are. They're circus clowns. So can you imagine circus clowns thinking, "Oh, I called someone, I talked to people, and everywhere you go, I got to call this place. Everywhere you go, I got to talk to these people, and I'm supposed to care about that? Is that my job to care about that? Or is that their job? It's their job to not allow that stuff to go on and allow the law to be broken repeatedly every day right in front of them and then participate and enable and assist the illegal organizations in doing that. But unfortunately, that's what they've done. So again, I'm not here to think for you. Y'all can do whatever you want. I care less. It's not my problem. That's why I'm focused on me. I have enough responsibility as it is. Are you serious? You know what I mean? That's like when they tell me, yeah, do this. You're not in a position to tell me what I do with my time, what to do. You don't even know my situation. You never actually asked or cared, and you've never helped me with anything. In fact, you've made everything impossible as much as you can, and you've never let up because, again, you all work for Gus Elizondo, and you want to act like I don't know what's going on. And again, you work for free because he don't got no money to pay you because he's a fake lawyer, just like his friend Sam, who got sunned at the bar. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be quiet. If all y'all are going to sit here and get in a group, right, and I got divine confirmation of what you're trying to do and you want me to feel discouraged or feel some way, no, my mind state and my health matters. And I'm going to make sure I stand up just like I already did. What's up? Yeah, that's what cowards do. That's what all of them do because they have no way to stand up. Like I said, Gus is like 3 feet tall and Sam is built like a toucan. The truth. I mean, like I said, it's not my fault, Gus, that you settled. Are you in your feelings still? Still in your feelings. You settled. I didn't. Remember you had that fake girlfriend named Leah in high school? Do you remember that? You remember that? Like, like it's kind of funny to me. Like I said, like folks really be thinking they on something. Like that's the thing with me. Like they think they're accomplishing something. Like, I mean, Leah looked like a boy. Let's just get real. You want to talk, right? You want to talk, right? I mean, like, me personally, like, I don't have any desire to date an aardvark, but I mean, you do your thing. Like, I mean, bro, like, look at the, level of women that I've dealt with in the past and that I deal with. I mean, like any of them. I mean, I've been with women look better than supermodels. So like I said, that's what they on. They want to be like me. They want to be me. And then you want to, send me weird emails and do all this illegal stuff, and then what? We just sit here and pretend with you? Like, nah, I'm gonna address everything. So again, what's going on? Like I said, brother, the whole corruption thing and all this stuff and all that stuff, it didn't work. Okay, it's time to go ahead and walk away and pick a struggle. Yeah, no, they want to act like they're so on something and it's every day. I'm tired of hearing it, bro. I'm living my life, bro. Been this entire time. I'm doing well and I'm gonna keep doing well. I'm not concerned about who on my side. I don't need nobody to feel me because again, I mean, like I said, if folks had just done their job, that was the solution and answer for every problem that I've had to go through. Like I wouldn't have gone through nothing. So that's what I mean. Like to have the nerve and audacity to think you can tell me anything or you going to talk to me? Not at all, brother. Do whatever y'all want. I could care less what you do. Why would I care what corrupt individuals who don't know how to do their job do? Why would I care? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man. At some point, you got to just acknowledge reality. We don't take any of them seriously. We think it's a joke and we laugh about it. That's reality, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You feel some way because I'm caked up. I'm wealthy as hell. I got billions in equity. I got homes. I got mansions. I got estates. I got buildings cost billions of dollars. And you feel some way. And you're on the same thing every time. You're worried about my stability because you see me making just a little bit of money, a couple of bucks a day, and you're worried about that. So you worry about the same things because you want me to have a hard time making dope. No, I'm not going to let you do that. Period. I'm not going nowhere. These are my homes, and I'm not going nowhere. Now, what's up? Yeah. And I mean that. I'm talking about for nothing. It wouldn't matter what anyone said. Nothing. No. 100%. Whatever I own and paid cash for, I protect my assets. What do you mean? All my problems in the past were about me protecting my assets, protecting my cars, protecting everything that I paid cash for off my hard work and earn. If you're going to say anything to me, lady, make sure you acknowledge who you're talking to. You're going to acknowledge what I own first and that I've hustled and built all this with my own bare hands off hard work. You're going to acknowledge what I own. Trust me. Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's what they thought was cute. Oh, I'm going to get online and play around. Right. And that stuff would never matter, right? Unless everyone's in on it. So all y'all in on it? Okay, no problem. And guess what? I'm going to win against everyone like I have been. Easy. Yeah, that's crazy. There ain't nothing cute about that, bro. Y'all are grown adults, man. All y'all folks are grown, bro. What's up with y'all, man? Like I said, like real talk. What's up? You understand? Like, come on, homie. Like I said, I don't feel no way, man. And like I said, it's just funny as hell because it's been one thing after another, right? And all they're doing is doing it to themselves. All of them. Like I said, you got folks catching felonies because they jelly and ain't about nothing. And then y'all keep talking. Well, like, why do you keep changing stories into something they're not? Brother, I haven't taken an L yet and never will. All I do is win. You all have literally been giving me what I want for so long. It's unreal. With enemies like you, who needs friends? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a gangster. I do what I want. I say what I want. You feel some way about that? Too bad. I don't care how you feel. I didn't ask you. Like, real talk. Like, what? I'm a grown man. A man stands on business. A man talks loud. A man does what he wants and tells you what it is. And a man tells you how it's going to go. See, that's the thing. People supposed to envy you. You want folks to be jelly of your physique, which they are, of mine, right? And your strength and your determination, your dedication, your discipline. David Goggins can't even hold a candle to me. I'm the strongest man in the world. Where do you get off trying to play these games with me? That's what I want to know. Yeah. It's never happened either. So what do you mean? See, that's the thing. Like, they don't have any go-to except, oh, I'm going to pretend I'm playing the same games. Them games didn't work at any point in the past. Why would they work now? Come on, bro. We're not here to glorify something that no one wants to be like. Doesn't nobody want to be a narcissist? So that's the first fact. Nobody's trying to be like that. I mean, if you're going to proclaim and glorify something, it needs to be like my position, like the position that people actually want to be in, that none of them can be in. I talk to so-called women on the internet. The conversation lasts about 5 seconds because I block the account because they want to sit there and start talking some way that none of them talk like in reality. I'll tell them straight up what it is. I'm an immortal vampire. Oh, well, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I didn't ask you for your opinion, sister. I just stated a fact. You would never, ever, none of you, would you ever disrespect me? You would never contradict or disagree with reality that I'm telling you in person. This is why I don't talk to folks online, because you're all faking it. You're not built like that. That's not you. I don't care that you're on the internet and you got Wi-Fi and internet access. Talk as you, sister. That ain't you. You just like all these dudes out here that look crazy and look soft as a sponge, homie. Going on panels and on YouTube and still talking like they're strong or tough or they're even a man. I mean, what are you talking about? And the so-called women will be over there enabling this nonsense and make no sense. What you have is a sub-level society that is a complete joke now. Going to tell how are you going to tell me what's possible and what's not? Everything I've done my entire life has been impossible and about conquering impossible odds. I shouldn't even be here. So when I tell you something, it's what it is. You know what I mean? Like real talk. And again, I'm gonna say this loud and clear. I've never had somebody ever talk to me in any way like that, not even close. So what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so clear what they want. And that's what I'm saying. You're all the same. You just want trouble and problems for others. That's why I don't talk to you. That's not what you call it. That's just a complete joke, period. But they were the same way in Florida, and I stood on business in Florida. They were the same way in Oklahoma, stood on business in Oklahoma. I don't know what you talking about. Oh, and I'm going to be able to go to Bricktown. Don't you worry about that because I'm filing a lawsuit and it's going to expose the corruption and they're going to have to lift all that fake stuff because it was never real and I've done nothing wrong. Like, what do you mean? Nah, y'all were typing on my live stream. I responded like any normal person would, right? And I'm a human being and that's it. And you proved that they were corrupt because they were repeating fake phrases that you said. The corruption ploy ain't going to work, honey. Yeah. See, this shows that you've been doing this my entire life. It shows I've never received a fair shake and I'm Batman. Has Batman ever got along with the corrupt? I repeat, has Batman ever cared or gotten along with the corrupt? Come on, man. Sounds silly as hell, bro. I'm the real deal. That's why when people say things like, nah, I'm going to definitely feel some way because you're trying to act like you're disagreeing with reality. Reality is not possible to disagree with, and none of you talk like that. That doesn't fly out here at all. Real talk. And that's a public challenge. I promise you that any one of you that talks to me in person will respect me. I assure you of that. I don't care who you are, homie. Yeah, no, if I tell you something and say, this is reality, this is who I am, this is what it is, and ask you for your retort or opinion. You feel me? You don't ever talk while I'm talking. Yeah. So you know it is real. And again, it's never happened, not once. So why would you entertain and act like things have ever taken place that haven't? Right? Just like all the agents that were sent across state lines from the red triangles that none of these people care about because they don't do their job and they're all corrupt in a joke, right? How come they ended up having to what? Like pay, donate, pay me for meals or whatever, help me. Like they didn't want to do that. They was against me. So what do you mean? All these folks are on the same stance. Like I said, the whole world can be against me. Like God told me, how powerful have you become? If the whole world's against you, how powerful have you become? Yep. Yep. Nope. I'll be able to go to Bricktown 100%. I will be there and everywhere and anywhere I want to go 100%. And I'll be going to the bars to drink. Them same exact bars because they have a chain and one of them is there. You understand? Yeah, no, I'm going to travel and go everywhere. I'm going to talk to everybody and I'm going to make sure I have an attorney call them and instruct them, as well as anyone, any of these places. Kirby Lane Diner in Austin on Guadalupe will have to lift whatever fake stuff they were talking about too. It's all fake. There's no documentation any of this because it doesn't exist. It's just one individual will be jelly and places that I've gone to eat at for years. And all this comes from the same individuals that, again, they have the legal names here and they never did anything. So what are you talking about? It's neglect. It's a failure to do your job. I'm guaranteed to win the court, and it's 100%. Folks are obviously going to lose their job and looking at prison time. Yep, that's what happens. See, that's how it works. So that's what I'm saying. You know, y'all don't have anything to stand on. No basis, no ground, no nothing. I completely won. I'm on the offensive now. So as far as my assets and my equity, oh, that's not going anywhere. That was never even in question. You already tried that, sister. Pick a new hustle. You understand? Sometimes you got to just accept defeat. Like I said, just learn how to lose. You can't hold your L like Tone Space, huh? Oh, and I'm good with all my people. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody loves me. I'm good with everyone, and that's what you're jelly of because apparently, I mean, do I really need to say it? I mean, clearly nobody cares, right? When it comes to yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and I can see why. I mean, look what you spend all your time doing, worrying about a grown man in my business, and you're clear as day what you're trying to do. Your intentions are so clear. Oh, and I have your voicemails too. So, like I said, how is there an excuse, brother? I have the voicemail. All I got to do is play that voicemail one time in a courtroom, and they're going to say $100 million settlement automatically. Give them millions of dollars right now. You have to. That's what they're going to tell you. They're going to say to these corrupt departments, you have to pay that man. That's how the law works. There's no excuse. I have the voicemail, bro, of what you told me. That like that these folks continue to make mistakes and they're thinking because they're triggered and impressed at my success that if they keep pretending they're pushing an issue while hiding, that's not cowardly. This is the same thing that the cartel and all these illegal organizations do because they're all connected. Ding, 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 figured it out. I told you it's nothing but cowardice. There's not one of them that's tough. That's why they keep making mistakes. They just made another mistake just recently over here, like admission or something. What are you talking about? All they do is mess up. They're not real. They're not tough. They're not anything. It's just like everybody. They know who to play with and who not to. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking to an actual real tough guy. Yeah. See, I'm the real deal. So it doesn't mean, oh, I wake up and then you create things for me to walk into. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Like I said, what it means is that I wake up and I go on about my business and I run the streets and I walk confidently wherever I want and do what I want. And I can come to any hood in any borough. And I'm going to say this again. I'm going to be in all these different states. I'm going to be in New York right in front of all of y'all. So what's up? And I run New York and you know I run New York and you're very in your feelings and worried because you know the minute I get to New York, I'm gonna run everything there. I'm the boss, homie. Like what? That's what all this work, hard work is for, so we can get ready. And then, like I said, I don't care if I gotta manually pay for a bus ticket and go be homeless up there in New York. I'm gonna get to New York. I'm gonna be up there. And like I said, when I'm up there, I can guarantee you these same individuals that are part of these league organizations that are fully aware of me and they want to pretend they're playing internet games while they hide. I can guarantee you that when I get to New York, they will all be ducking me. Any block that I'm on, they're not going to come near. I don't care if I was homeless, if I was sleeping on a park bench in New York, they're not going to come near me. They're not. They never have. They never will. They are scared and afraid of Batman. Don't let them lie to you. That's why they have to pay agents, right? And people to do all this other stuff, like Cameron, who lost his job and got ran out the neighborhood, lost 2 jobs. And now I'm the king because I'm righteous and people saw me address all that directly and saw I'm a gangster for real. So what are you talking about, huh? Yep. Yep. And then, like I said, that's what they do. Try to be soldier boy, run and tell them, try to snitch because the whole plan is an illegal organization, doesn't like seeing me free. And that ain't how it works. You will never achieve the result that you're looking for. I promise you right now, you will never get that because that's not how it works. My life doesn't bend to your will because you want something because no good that you shouldn't want because you're evil and wicked and cowardly. That ain't my problem, sister. Whatever you want, God's going to give me the opposite. And guess what? It's all backfired and now it's all happening to you. Everything you wanted from me is what you're going through, right, sister? Yeah, nah, what's up? I'm here open 24/7 like a 7-Eleven. What's up? What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. See, I don't backpedal on nothing. I'm a boss. Tone Space over there with his bug eyes looking scared as usual. Yeah. Still doing fake tracks about race car beds like you can't see what he is. Like I can guarantee you what he is. It's clear as day. What do you mean? Like, have you heard of like do you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you anyone who raps about a race car bed, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could figure out what that is, right? Yeah. And all of them are, yep, the people who got these voicemails they sent to me, and if I got millions of emails, went to a GoFundMe and did all that crazy stuff, all that's legal. I have evidence of all of it. Every statement you said, the way that you talk, and y'all don't talk like that in reality. Y'all have been right in front of me, and y'all are super polite, man. All that stuff is fake, bro. Like I said, that accomplishes nothing. Talk is cheap, homie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are not that. You're not built like that. Stop that nonsense. That's not you. Yeah, you. That's what they do. They get online, try to talk gangster because they can't hold a candle to me and can't win. They're the same ones. I guarantee this. This is facts. I have proof of it. They were contacting corrupt CEOs in Carrizales jail, and they were actually talking to the inmates. That's how serious this is. And all these corrupt ones know. They all know what happened. They all know what I went through, and they know I'm a survivor and that nothing stopped me. So don't sit here and pretend with me. Don't pretend like you don't know what's transpired and happened because you were all a part of it. Stop getting around me, in front of me, and acting like you can say anything to me, bro. That stuff is a joke, man. Come on, man. Yeah, they know I'm the real Batman, and this is how hard it is for someone like me in the valley, and I still stood my ground and made a name. So you know I'm real. Like I said, they can't ever tell you I'm not real because everything around me is real. Everything happening is real with me. Actual real gangster, homie. Straight mob, real gangsters and Bill. You already know about this. So like I said, everybody else can sit there and talk and this and that. That's cool. And you've never been in the positions I've been in, have you? Like what I just described. Have you had to hold your own in jail knowing that? I knew that ahead of time. I knew when I went to jail what the situation was and the reality that I was facing. Was I scared about it? No. Never have been scared the entire time, actually. Never. I stood on business in jail, believe me. So what are you talking about? And like I said, it's weird to me how they keep doing weird games, like what they were doing with them games with the cup in jail when I was asleep and stuff. Like it's always some weird stuff. It's never direct. It's never manly. So what's the point of that, bro? I don't care about that stuff. That's the point. So that's why y'all have to email about it and talk about this and that. Same thing with the church group you contacted, right? And what they did with my laptop and my stuff when I wasn't there. And I have proof now that I should have the proof. And either way, it's proven because everything that's happened in the other proof I have backs up the argument. But you contacted that church group, and that's why I got left in Kentucky. And then y'all had the audacity and they can't think at all. And they tried to bring me back over there with a wicked plot. Then he still had the audacity to get on the phone and pretend and say, well, why did you leave? Why would I be in a situation with people who are the enemy? That's God teaching me something called discernment. See, you can't teach me anything about God, all right? Because you're evil. That fake pastor, all of them are evil over there. That church group in Weslaco is evil as hell and corrupt. And you've been exposed by the news, so I don't know what you think you're hiding. You can't teach me about God because you're an agent of Satan. You understand? But I am the son of God. Yep. So I used it for what it was worth and promoted and marketed and did my thing. And that's what I noticed the whole time is like, yeah, it's completely unfair. Y'all want to play games with whatever, with popsicles, like literally, like, I mean, I'm talking about like anything that we could have or get. It's always been the same, especially in the Valley. Oh, they get everything and I get nothing. It's always been the same. That's exactly the games they were trying to play. Then you had the other one, the fake girlfriend of the dude that's homeless in McAllen, sitting there whining, saying things, projecting that she was actively doing, right? And you allowed that, right? The whole thing was unfair. And then, like I said, we went over there, and he was the actual fake pastor, the corrupt pastor. I mean, those are crimes you're committing. You had dudes that were supposed to be there working for free, and they go over there to get a quick lick, basically, and make money while they go to that racetrack. I witnessed everything y'all did. That's why I have that video where I'm in the van and you hear the Batman thing playing, because basically it's like I'm undercover. Everything I do basically is like I'm undercover. 24 hours a day, I'm a civilian, but it's like I'm undercover because people don't know who I am or what I do. I've been infiltrating gangs my entire life, brother. Okay, I'm really Batman, and that's what Batman does. Why? Because Batman is the world's greatest detective. See, what you don't get is I'm your worst nightmare. All of you. What you don't get is there is no stopping me. What you don't get is I could sleep on a park bench outside and have nothing and nowhere to go and not even have a shower. And I still could do this and be Batman. Let me explain to you the actual reality, sis, to how real and serious this is, so I can really have you feeling some way today. There is no way to stop me. There is nothing that can stop me. And you're well aware of this. So quit pretending. I run these streets and I run this whole place. The valley is mine. That was never even in question. It's a waste of my time. I don't even try. That's why I don't allow you to even get me feeling any way or worked up. Worked up how? You don't have any power over my life. Nobody does. God controls my life and me straight up. God is in control, and y'all have a problem with that, submitting control to God. I don't. I'm uncontrollable, and God knows it because God made me that way. God doesn't control me. He loves me. He doesn't control my life. He's who blessed me and gave me life. He's who gave me everything. He doesn't control anything. He doesn't want to. Me and God work together, and that's sincerely the truth, and you're well aware of it. Like I said, don't be jellying in your feelings because my life beautiful. You understand? Why don't you fix things around you and go get a job and better yourself? That's the only answer. Good. And if you don't want to do that, well, then quit wasting, keep wasting your time. But all you're going to do is pay me more. This is where momentum starts, folks. And like I said, I'm only going to be picking up pace, and this is giving me a chance to really do some research. And like I said, I'm going to get started trying to learn how to build the engines. And I want to travel. I don't care if I got to do it manually with nowhere to go at this point. I just want to make sure I get enough money, though. And that's what I'm trying to do. So that's my thing. Like, if folks don't have a vested interest to helping me, what is we talking about? It's the 25th already. My phone bill's due on the 5th. I'm not anywhere near where I want to be financially. Everything else, I am where I want to be. This project and everything, I'm at a whole different level strength wise, and it's basically on autopilot. I can take a break and I'll come right back and get right back to where I was. I promise you. Probably even further because I'm actually letting my body rest and my muscle recuperate a little. You understand? But I'm busy. I'm working 24 hours a day. I'm going to work no matter what my circumstances are. And that's all I want to make clear to you. I'm not worried about what you're talking about. I'm not going to lose anything. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter. And your timing is uncanny and weird because you don't seem to acknowledge reality. That's why it's odd to me because you want to speak, but not let me be able to respond. Again, this is a business. Okay. We can have these conversations anywhere else, right? So what are you talking about? But let me explain it to you anyway because I can, because I run my business and I make all the decisions. God has a process, sister, called pruning, right? And in the pruning process, which is where I'm at basically, I feel, right? I mean, maybe not. I mean, I'm at the blessing stage. I mean, I've already entered my abundance era, so the money's coming. I don't know how, I don't know when. That's in God's hands, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not God. I'm not trying to be. Don't want to be. God is God. You know what I mean? So, but there's a pruning process, and there's also a process where you have to lose things that are not meant for you. I'm not going to lose anything for real ever. And even if I did, what's the big deal? That's to be expected. You're going to lose things as you graduate to different levels. That's what he's explained to me. I'm not concerned about what I lose, but you don't dictate anything for me. I won't ever lose anything because of you. You see the difference? Yeah, that'll never happen. So, like I said, as far as me losing anything, I don't care what I lose. See, you could have asked me. You've been talking to yourself this entire time, making no sense, right? Yeah, I don't care about nothing you're talking about, bro. I don't care about material possessions, and that's the thing. You tell these folks I don't care, and then they want to keep talking. That's illegal. You can't do that. So what are you talking about? Yeah, like I said, that's not how a conversation goes, sister. Like I said, I answered you one time a long time ago, and that's it. Now go your own way. That's how it works. You got to follow the law just like everybody else. So, I mean, like I said, if they aren't following the law, then why should I? What are you talking about? Yeah. It's all been one-sided. This is a one-sided, corrupt country now, and it's a joke, and it's a third world country. And like I said, this is my country, and we're going to fix it, and we're going to rebuild it, and I'm taking back my country block by block every day. 100%. So yeah, no, I don't care what I lose. I'm not concerned about none of that. I mean, hell, that's been my motto my whole life. I've taken all sorts of losses. I've lost a lot of different things. I've mastered the art of detachment. I don't really care. Being honest, I don't. I don't care about that. You know what I care about right now? Getting in the right environment and being able to be operating the way I want and be happy. That's all I care about. I don't care about any of that other stuff. I'm just saying my business isn't your business. My assets aren't your business, and I won't lose anything, especially just because you're jelly. I promise you that won't happen. Yeah, that I can guarantee. So now that you have to move on about your business, like I said, which job application would you like to fill out today? Because I have a job clear as day in front of you, and I don't know why you think that's a game or a choice to acknowledge that, but I work for my money every day, and I'm already in the position. I've been making a living off this for 3 years, and I make just the right amount where it's perfect. for how I operate and do things. So, I mean, I'm getting paid to talk right now. I'm the CEO of my own company. Again, I'm addressing this one time, and that's it. See, these folks got a bad habit of repeating themselves like they didn't hear me. You hear me loud and clear. The facts have been established just like they always have. I don't even have to say them right now because we already know, but this needs to be addressed. I'm not addressing anything else moving forward. You all can talk to yourselves. Every lane of communication is shut down completely, like I said, and all that other stuff. I mean, like I said, it's just being documented and I'm not reading it. I promise you at this point, I will not see a word as I've told you, as I haven't this entire time pretty much. So what are you talking about? I'm not looking at anything, brother. And if y'all pay me, all I do is look at the payment. I don't even look at the payment. I look at the money coming in and that's it. I don't look at that fake typing stuff you do. I don't know what that is, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's illegal, brother. How many times do I have to explain to you how the law works? Right? Yeah, none of that stuff can you do. None of that, bro. And what y'all are doing is so crazy and way past the line, especially of being legal, that like the minute we get to court, I mean, I'm guaranteed to win, bro. I don't know who these people think they are. I genuinely don't. I've never seen criminals that make this many mistakes and then actively do it like they're proving a point to me. You're hilarious because this judge is going to have a field day when we get to court. Straight up, this judge is going to tell you reality like I've already heard and even seen some of you photos, videos, and camera footage of you in court and the judge talking to y'all and telling you what you do and telling you reality. So why do you get online and hide and then you want to tell somebody else something so bad but it's not real? Like I said, you feel some way because people told you all these things, because people told y'all reality, and that doesn't give you the right to start projecting and just saying that to whoever you want, and especially with me, brother. I'm not that dude, man. Y'all go play those games with Cyrax and them other people who can't stand up for themselves, who will put up with it. I ain't the one. Yeah, like I said, they funny as hell. They ain't on nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why folks think they want to challenge me, but you're not gonna win with me ever. My authority will never be challenged, nor has it, like I told you. Now, moving forward, what else was I going to say on that? I mean, it just is what it is, bro. I ain't worried about nothing. Like I said, I'm going to be doing my thing no matter what. And like I said, God is going to be moving me anyway. And I don't care what else is going on. And I'm in God's hands. God loves me. God is going to protect me like he does every day. And I'm going to be good. I promise you. So that's all. I just wanted to make sure, Pumpkin, that you understand reality and that you know what it is, and you do, and you can enjoy typing to yourself. You do realize how crazy that is, that you've been talking to yourself for almost 2 decades, and how crazy it's even crazier that these folks can't do their job and just allow that to continue. That's literally scarecrow level stuff, bro. That's Joker level stuff. I mean, we're talking about when they was letting out the prisoners, which Trump is doing. This country is run by folks who aren't in their right mind. And that's why I'm going to continue to make my stand no matter what. Listen, you folks make no sense at all. You can't tell me nothing. You can do whatever you want and play any games you want. You're not going to win with me. Why? Because I'm Batman. That's why. So like I said, now what's up? And this business is successful as it gets, right? And like I said, you folks don't need to be trying to contact me or talk to me, man. Talk the way that you talk, man, with the utmost respect to me and love and care, and be a part of what I'm doing and donate and support me. And that's the only way this is going to go. Like I said, y'all don't got to support me at all. I never needed you. I did this all by myself. So it's one or the other. So now you got to admit I'm self-made, don't you? Yep. Remember, wasn't that where all this started? Y'all wanted to say, oh, I wasn't handed anything. I worked for everything I got and I'm still owed millions. I was never given anything. My entire childhood, my entire teenage years, I'm owed millions. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Make sure you get your facts straight. I was given nothing, and that's the facts. So like I said, other than that, I mean, all that other stuff you talking about already won there. I've addressed everything. So what's up now? See, it's that easy, man. There is no back and forth on here. You don't have a voice. So, like I said, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no other conversation going on, right? And as far as the public, like I said, I already told you what it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? If y'all want to act and pretend like you ain't hearing me, go right ahead. Be my guest, homie. I ain't worried. I ain't hearing about what y'all talking about. I don't care about no other apps. I don't care where you saw me online. I ain't trying to hear nothing, homie. You know what I mean? Y'all know about me. You know who I am, bro. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like when you got folks and they still type in comments, hiding and stuff on different posts of things I'm a part of. I mean, I'm expanding. You type whatever. I'm just saying, y'all don't talk like that in front of me. In reality, none of you. And that's all that matters is what you say in front of me. Yeah. And like I said, none of them can plant their feet and have a conversation and talk. You know what I mean? That's why folks be deleting their comments because they like, oh, he actually saw or he probably found out. Like, folks be running, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Folks be really running. It's hilarious. Like that shouldn't be your first instinct to say something that doesn't exist. I don't understand that. But like I said, if that's how you are and you're not a positive person and you'll take time out your day, then it goes to show why all of you haven't progressed and have gotten nowhere and haven't accomplished anything. Like I said, who succeeded from the valley of it? Yeah. See, they don't get everything I'm saying really is going to get folks in their feelings because it's the facts and the truth. You understand? Folks can say whatever they want. You're not me, bro. You're not a gangster. You're not the mob, and you have not done what I've done. None of you. Trust me, you're nowhere close. So, like I said, regular civilians, I don't care what civilians say. That's a waste of my time, bro. Yeah, no. See, I pose like I'm like y'all. I try to act like I'm like you. I have to act normal. I got to act like I'm a civilian. I ain't no civilian, homie. I'm a gangster. Yeah. And see, that's why they own their feelings because they know, oh, he's superhuman and he really stand on business. He really is a thug, and all the rest of them are just regular people. That's why the Joker tells him, he says, "Don't try to act like you're one of them. You're not, even if you'd like to be." Right? That's exactly why he tells him that because he's talking to me. All the depictions were about me. What he said, he says, "Don't act like you're one of them. You're not, even if you'd like to be." He says a lot of truth, right? He says, these civilized people, these so called civilized people, they'll what? And what are y'all doing every day? Joker had a point. I don't care what y'all say. Joker was a smart individual, man. That's what y'all don't get. He knew what he was talking about and he knew what he was on personally. Like I believe there's a method to Joker's madness. I really do. I don't even view it all like any way. I don't appreciate it all of it, but I understand it to an extent. I mean, that why do you think Batman was listening to him? That's why he was listening. Batman was actually intrigued and listening because he was like, the dude actually kind of makes sense. Like he has a point. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like it's all comes down to the decision you want to make. Do you want to be evil or you want to be good? And I want to be good. I don't want to be evil. You understand? Trust me. You don't get an earth angel. Ugh, you don't know the meaning of evil or what I could become. You understand? So I mean, I'm gonna make this real clear to the whole world in public. You make your decision. You understand? When you speak to me with the utmost respect. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a tool and a tactic of the devil, clearly, because the devil has somewhat of a clue of what I'm capable of. The devil clearly wants to bait me and wants me to go that direction. Go that direction. I'm gonna continue to be a good person. Because trust me, just like God knows, I'm sure the devil, I'm sure everybody knows, you know what I mean? Because I got a long rap sheet. I got a lot of history. I got a long track record. People heard about me. You know what I mean? So folks know, like, yeah, he's the real deal, like, oh, yeah, no, 100%. I'm capable of anything. Isn't anybody? What? I want to know how you just start talking random nonsense and then I'm supposed to care as if you've had any effect or you could ever affect anything I'm doing. You don't have a say so over me or my life or anything I do. I thought that was clear. What? Good. Yeah, we're way past that, sister. Like I said, I'm not budging. The line moves for nobody. What's mine is mine. And like I said, you go get your own. You feel that? And all of them, I'm talking all the corrupt ones, all of them, because the corrupt agencies and the corrupt departments is who they keep calling and using to do they dirty work and they nonsense. So how about all y'all go get a real job and go get your own assets? Quit worrying about mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now call, because I'm gonna tell everybody what it is straight up. How about that? Exactly. Like I said, that's what they do. They bluff on here because they ain't about nothing. Yeah, I love it. And y'all produce dudes like this other homeboy that caught 2 felonies that don't do anything but drink every day in a delusional stupor and ain't about nothing. Yeah. Yeah, you're responsible for that, and you're who put him up to acting. Acting did him a lot of good. 2 felonies. He's already got a long rap sheet. You know what I mean? He's never going to produce anything or become anyone, and the parents pay for everything for him and facilitate his environment. It's called being a joke, brother. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't win anything, brother, nor did you act tough. You pulled some weird stuff that was real subtle and out of nowhere, and then like it is what it is. I mean, like I said, you didn't win anything, so you win the grand prize of losing. I'm telling you, these folks are press triggered, and yeah, and he worked with the Red Triangles too. I'm pretty much positive, 100%. So, like I said, when you're contacting all these different people and my neighbors and people around me, and you're literally using them and paying them, yeah, that's like the highest felonies you could commit. So again, they can't say they're not corrupt here. They do their job. Again, I'm guaranteed to win my federal lawsuits in the Supreme Court, and both corrupt departments will be paying me lump sum settlements. Go ahead and get my check ready. No, I'm not joking at all. What do you mean? That's collusion and conspiracy across state lines. That's the highest form of felony you could commit across state lines. And you didn't just do it once. You've done it every single day almost, like over and over. Do you understand how many false calls have been made concerning me, and yet I'm completely free and haven't done one thing wrong? You think that my civil liberties and civil rights are like what in question? Like, brother, there's no way folks can even make contact with me. That's illegal every time. Every time is a separate felony. And even on their part, that's a felony, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. If corrupt folks make contact without a purpose, right? That's a felony on their part. Actually, see, what you need to do is learn how to do your job, and you need to learn how the law works and learn how this country works and understand that you are not in charge. You're nobody, and y'all don't run anything down here. I run Mexico, and I run this country. And that's not an opinion, that's the actual truth. So when I walk around and I stand on business and I do what I'm doing, I didn't do all this for no reason for these people who are 3 feet tall to run around acting like they're tough or they control or run anything with their little fake jobs. I run the valley. I run your home. Nobody runs mine. I run your home. Make sure you understand it. Folks do a lot of talking and they write checks they can't cash on the internet while they hide. Yeah, real brave, real tough. Yeah, like I said, they never thought this was possible. They never seen somebody with this kind of power. It's called dealing with a genius. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, all that talking, like I said, I've been letting you do it the whole time. I want y'all to talk because every time you talk, it just results in better stuff for me. More money. All right. So, like I said, go ahead and get my checks ready because all y'all gonna be paying me. And sounds about right to me. It sounds like what you should be doing. Like I said, all that stuff you did, all the atrocities you committed, all the stuff you did behind my back, all the weird illegal crimes you committed. I mean, it wasn't nobody doing it. It was the corrupt. 100%. And it's all proven all across the board. I got plenty of proof for everything I'm saying. So, what are you talking about? Exactly. And no, I don't even need documented evidence, but I have quite a bit, but I wouldn't even need it to prove my point because it's all obvious and you all have everything on file on record. And if you delete records, that's even more illegal. So like I said, I'm guaranteed to win no matter what. Now what's up? We're going to keep moving forward and we're going to keep winning and I'm going to keep on going hard with this and I'm going to try to pick up pace as much as I can, as much as possible. You know what I mean? Which isn't the easiest thing, but I'm going to keep going because I know every time you hear me do a live stream, every time you see me put out a video, you're in your feelings. You worried about any little dime I make. Man, these people must be super poor. Can you imagine caring about a guy making like a couple of bucks a day? That's a big deal to you. I made checks off this, living off this for 3 years. I'm good. Like, trust me, I'm all right. Like, they don't pay right. What does that have to do with me? You keep acting like you don't listen. Like, that's not a reflection of me, what the company pays. And they'll have to fix that too. And they're going to have to pay me massive settlements too. You're all going to make me filthy rich because of the crimes you've committed. That's why you don't seem to get. I mean, do what you do. You know what I mean? Like you're all you're doing is helping me, bro. Yeah, I'm a guy who came up in shelters and jails. I don't care about nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about, especially material possessions. That means nothing to me. You know what I care about? God and love. That's about it. And my people. Other than that, it is what it is. And really, I just continue to push. I'm unstoppable and I'm gonna continue to move forward. So do what you do, man. I'm gonna continue to be a good person no matter how much the devil tests me. And that's the hardest test and hardest thing to do. So what can you say? Like I said, these folks are talking, but there's nothing you can say anymore because Batman has solidified the victories in the street. So there's nothing anyone can say because these points have already been proven. That's why I'm saying anyone who has anything to say it vocally and not on the internet. Say what you need to say. 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 Ah, oh, for real. So like I said, we're gonna keep having fun. We're gonna keep on winning, and that's about it. What ask me what Batman doing? Winning. And we set all these world records. Like I said, all these folks love me, man. They can say whatever they want. They all love me and they see what it is. They know how I get down. They know about you, boy. Like I said, everybody else is on some fake energy. So I'm the celebrity. So whatever I do is gonna make tabloids and news articles anyway. I'm making the papers, baby, every day. Well, like I said, outside of that, I'm looking to expand, and anyone who wants to help me expand, you let me know. You understand? That's my whole deal. I just don't understand, like, when are people going to step up? Like, there's a few people will do small stuff, and I appreciate it all. I'm eternally grateful. Truly, I'm truly grateful for everything. But I'm eternally grateful to God. I'm just truly grateful to you. But my point is, I'm grateful for everything. God told me He was going to teach me to be grateful, and I always was. But I think He means like really on another level, which I am now for whatever I get. But I don't know. I'm just trying to be patient. I got to wait for God to move me. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. It's about purpose, and my pain is turned into power, and that's what He told me. He said, "All your pain is not in vain. It means something." And it's been a lot of pain. That's why Batman says what he says, because I'm the real thing. I'm the prophecy and the depictions. You understand? That's what he says. He says, "Oh no, there's nothing you can do." He says, "I know pain." You understand? Like y'all don't seem to get it. You don't understand what you're dealing with. Like I told you, like God told me word for word, you all have stumbled across something way darker here than you could ever imagine. You're talking to an actual immortal vampire. I'm not concerned about anything you're talking about, sister, because again, you're a mere mortal and I'm an immortal vampire. Immortal vampires don't care where they live. Immortal vampires don't care about houses. Immortal vampires don't care about much of anything because I'm an immortal vampire. Yeah, there's no getting rid of me, sister. I'm the problem that you can't deal with. Yeah. And at some point, reality is going to really set in on that, and you're going to understand. Because I know you already do. I know you already know I'm not playing. You know who I am. You knew who I was before I knew. So what do you mean? Like, come on, bro. Can you imagine like sitting there and like you really on what you on and you like you feel that way when I'm a good righteous man and you're just pure evil and wicked and yet you're hiding? Like that don't match up to me. Like I said, like evil folks don't stand on business. That's what I don't respect. You know what I mean? Like that's why I told you like it just shows me like all of them are scared. They operate from a place of fear. Like honestly, folks like that, it's crazy because no matter what they do or say, I still have to try to help a lot of them because they really need help. That's the thing. These people that talking and running their mouth and everything they doing, they need help. Like for real, like serious help. But you ain't worried about that, right? None of y'all do your job. You know what I mean? You want to role reverse that? That makes sense, brother. I don't got no problems. I'm good. I'm goody. I'm not in question here. They are. So again, when are you going to do your job? And I'm gonna continue to talk fly like I've been doing right in front of everybody. Actually, like I said, these are my streets. This is my world. Like I said, it is what it is. It's Batman's world. I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Now the facts have been completely solidified, and they already were. All y'all want to act like you don't listen when you do. So, like I said, it is what it is. So I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna keep on being the boss and run the streets, and I'm the winner. I'm the champion. We are the champions, my friend. And this is my country forever. We are the champions, not living in a roach motel room. Cause we are the champions. Rob Rap. That boy in his feelings too. He got that Octavius Prime over there. Octavius Prime apparently wants to be a superhero too. He wants to be me. I took a look at that sad stuff yesterday. I was laughing. Good. That boy want to be a superhero like your boy. Like, boy, every time I look at you, you look like you in class and you can't understand the reading material or something. Octavius Prime, you got something to say, homie? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I mean, you're not exactly flaunting. I mean, you're not rich. I mean, let's quit that act. Let's quit pretending. What you all do is you want to fabricate a fake lifestyle. And please stop talking about Kiki Prime. I've seen the Muppets more than enough times, and Who's in Love with Kermit? Come on, Kermit. What's up, Kermit? Miss Kiki. That's what they do. They use in Photoshop and editing everything. And I'm telling you, I told you everything they do is like a watered down version of trying to imitate and copy me. Like, you ain't living my lifestyle. You ain't moving like me. You will never come close to this. Ever. You ain't living like me. You're not me. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you get people that just ain't beautiful and always got rejected and couldn't go out to the club, and I was always in the club getting, different women every day, and I had women waiting for me at the club. That's what this about. It's about the fact that they, are feel rejected. It's about the fact that, like, about love, like all the things they never had. That's why they over here in their feelings. Like, it ain't my fault you want to be something you not. You a woman, be a so-called woman. Because I've seen it. I know where that jelly comes from because I watched it in the club in Atlanta. I was in the club. There was one just like this one that's always worried about me and just like her. And I saw the look in her eye when she saw that all them women were paying attention to me. And what you have to understand, nothing's changed. Just because this new generation is backwards and brainwashed, doesn't matter what they do. I don't care what women do no more. I stopped caring a long time ago the minute that I realized that the world was brainwashed and everything was changing and made no sense. I don't care what people do who aren't awoken beings and can't think for themselves. That's the difference between you and I. You take people seriously and look at them like they're actually real. I don't. I don't take none of y'all seriously. You understand? At all. The whole world is a game to be played and it's a joke. That's the truth. That's the actual truth, bro. Y'all sit around for free, bro, begging every day, man. You can't be serious, bro. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that would have never flown. Some grown man would have came by and said, "What the hell are you doing sitting there, son?" That's what my dad would have said. My dad would have said, "If you ain't making money, quit doing it." My dad would have said something like that. Like, y'all weren't raised like I was raised. It's just different. He would have got at me quick and told me reality. He wouldn't put up with this nonsense. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Like, what? Yeah, I came up hard, dude. You don't know about me. That's what I'm saying. When you got all these, I've heard so many of these so-called women say crazy stuff online and try to talk out of place and out of turn. There's not a single one of you talk like that in reality. Stop that stuff, bro. I don't know what that is. I don't know why all y'all trying to get, folks worked up and get a rise out of real gangsters and real men. I don't know what you want, and I could care less, man. But let me tell you something. Just because people stand on business doesn't mean they're mad or upset. And it doesn't mean that you have value or they care what you say. Some people stand up for their respect no matter what. That's the thing. You got to understand who you talking to and what you're encountering. You're encountering a dude that has all this like tatted on me. Like, I really live by this. We never go against what I live by. I'm about my respect, and it's not negotiable. Everyone respects me, homie. Yeah. And all y'all gonna respect me. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care about your little fake job and the fact you can't even make a living wage, or y'all stuck working in the valley and will never become anyone. This is a real man talking to you. You gonna respect me. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I don't have to shrink. I don't have to be docile. I don't need to be something I'm not for you. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown, real, aggressive man, and that's what we supposed to be. Yeah, you on that emasculating stuff. You can miss me with that. Yeah. Like I said, why would you waste your time entertaining something that's not even possible with a real man? That don't even make no sense. See, you don't have your priorities straight, sister. Go fix that. Yeah. Easy money, more money, and I'm gonna keep making more money. But yeah, Octavius Prime, you're nowhere close, and they fabricated all them channels. It's all fake. They buy their views and subs. It's all fake. They manipulated the system and they committed crimes to do it, and it's all gonna come out in court. And you don't do the views I do, even with your lies. So quit playing, boy. Real talk. And you got to understand, you come from that group where all y'all sit online all day. Yeah, and you be rewatching stuff. Everything you're doing is trying to manipulate and rig a system, right? Just like you did with the labor market, just like you did with all the government benefits you begged for, just like every opportunity you had handed to you. And yet, you still got to look in the mirror and see Octavius Prime. Yeah. Oh, I know the truth about you by taking one look at you, bro. You ain't so with it, is you? Yeah. Yeah. Over there actually spending time with a homeless dude that lives in a roach motel room, and you talk about money but don't even got money to go visit, homeboy. Can you explain that to me? Like, dude, if you can't do better than Kiki Prime, I give up. Kiki Prime is a so-called woman that if I came across in reality, I wouldn't pay the time of day. Real talk. If she was like, I'll holler at you and like, I want to talk to you, Kermit. And Kermit would be like, well, no, Miss Piggy, I don't want no business. Now, if you got $8 million, Miss Piggy, then maybe we can make it happen. She would have to pay me a lot of money to even entertain that, and it would only go so far. This is the truth of the world we live in. Kiki Prime, I would never pay the time of day. That other chick he talking about, any of them, they're all like a -3 on my scale. Like, I deal with women that really look good. I don't have to pose and pretend while, keeping them off the camera. You remind me of them other ones. They're just all funny people because none of them real. You remind me of that other one, remember, where they walk on the camera? Oh, you just gonna walk on the camera? He got mad and got in his feelings because the wife walked on the camera. You just gonna walk on the camera like that? Ah! Ah! That's too funny. Like, golly, you sure as hell not proud of y'all's wives. That's crazy, man. Like, you got to be proud of who you with, bro. I've never seen such funny people, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is, man. Like I said, they all my fans. They gonna stay being fans, and that's it. And they gonna stay talking to themselves and do what folks like that do. I ain't worried about it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So that's all I'm saying. You could talk up a storm, and every word you say is empty and a waste of your time and mine. Got that? Yeah. You don't have a voice. You know who has a voice though? Me. That's what you're worried about, right? Yeah, people listen to me. People hear me. People have to go off what I say. I make the rules, buddy, and I'm sovereign, right? And I literally we operate above the feds, so it doesn't get any higher than me. I'm literally everybody's superior, and that's the truth. There's no way around it. You can complain, you can say this and that. I don't care what you say. Do what you do. And number two, you don't know anything about me. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know where I'm talking from. You don't know anything about me. So please stop acting like you know me and all my circumstances and going off of that because you don't know nothing about me. You have no clue about anything regarding me. So again, what are you talking about? That's why them folks is funny because they keep trying to make assumptions. You don't know me, bro. None of you folks. You don't understand. I really own billions in equity. I got buildings worth billions of dollars. You ain't talking about nothing. That's why none of you want to help me build this and get this project going and get just a decent amount of money in my pocket. And I've been doing it on by myself without you and ran the Batman project for going on 3 years. I'm a boss. On that note, I'll talk to y'all later, man. Stay mad, stay in your fields. I'm gonna keep making dough. There's money now, money. We don't want to be like Octavius Prime. Yeah. That boy had a fake superhero costume on a picture of him. Like, man, can you be any more of a wannabe? What? Hey, you really want to be me. I told you they all obsessed. They all want to act like I don't exist, but yet they really behind closed doors, they all want to be me. They think it's a big deal because wherever they at, they go do stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, we did stuff in Cali. We did stuff that was a lot higher class than you. We did stuff in Tarpon Springs, Florida. We did stuff in Clearwater. I mean, I've been everywhere, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that don't mean nothing. Like, it's a lifestyle that I would love to live right now. I would love to be out there, but at the same time, do I really want to live there? No. That's like me saying, I wish I was in New York right now. The hell I do, or one of these other northern states. Look at this Arctic thing that's coming through right now. You know, God protects me, man. God has me in the right place at the right time. So even though I might be, feeling some way about it, or it might be hard, or I might even, whatever, feel some way sometimes, God does it for my own good and my own protection because God knows what's best, not me. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, I mean, people could talk, but I mean, Rob Rack's only priority should be to get a job because I mean, he can't lean off the family's funds forever. They're going broke because he's an expenditure and they keep having to spend and waste all their money on a dude who won't even go to college, won't get a job, and won't build a future and refuses to do anything but drink and is steadily declining in front of everyone. And everyone's calling in or going on there telling him, I'd like to see better for you. He's breaking down crying when you're focused on so-called women when that shouldn't even be a priority. You should have that on autopilot like me. Dealing with women ain't nothing to me. I care less what they say. You should have that on autopilot and you should be about your business. I guarantee you'd get way more women if you was building a record label or a part of my record label and recording and actually like figuring out how to get paid off your music or at least taking it serious and saying, I'm gonna buckle down and make these tracks. Normal people don't live in Roach motel rooms and think that's their house. You really do that, bro. Normal people don't, say the things that you say and run around and brag about it and then say that you're tough and a gangster. And normal people don't commit the amount of crimes you do on a live stream every day. What do you mean? And I know everything, brother. I know how all them folks are corrupt. I know how I know what it is, bro. I know them folks need your money. You understand? I already know what it is. I know you got like stuff really worked around you. Like you really is a criminal. You're a weird criminal at that, and you're really a criminal. All these people work together. They got a whole illegal network, and it's just how they barely get by and make their little money. And it's like I said, it's like scratch your back, I'll scratch yours type mentality. And that's what it is. So that's why he feels so confident. I mean, I don't see how, because the illegal statements that you made within the past few days, because I actually do pay attention and watch sometimes, those statements alone, I mean, it's very illegal. So, I mean, all any of these people would really have to do, technically, right, is report that. I mean, that's all they have to do. And it's going to be, just like the other two times in front of us in them hotels. I mean, you just constantly keep going back to prison. You can't say the things you say, period. It's not allowed, it's not legal, and it's just not going to be tolerated by anyone who actually upholds the law. So, I mean, like I said, it shows to me, I mean, you could say what you want, but what you're proving to me is Sacramento is corrupt as hell. And I'm almost venturing to guess and wonder, did these other arrests really happen in Sacramento, or is it corrupt there and you ran there? Maybe these arrests happened in other cities because it was a different jurisdiction. I don't know, but it's not looking good over there. It's looking like Sacramento is very corrupt. And what you don't understand, Rob Rack, Rib Rack, Rob Rack, what you don't get is that I'm going to be in California. And, what you folks don't seem to get is like, I literally can do whatever I want. I could go pay and stay at that same hotel if I want. So, what are you talking about? Like, I can go through Sacramento. Like, I go everywhere. So, what do you mean? You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm saying. Like, folks don't get, like, I mean, I don't care what people talk about. I'm a different dude. I go everywhere. I'm not afraid to go anywhere or do anything. And yeah, I could go stay at that same hotel. I could go anywhere. Oh, they got cheap monthly rates? Because you ain't got money like that. They got cheap monthly rates? I could go do the same thing you're doing. Hmm. See the difference between you and me? I don't like everybody knowing where I'm at. It's because I'm a good, normal person. Like, see, that's the thing. Everything you own is odd and weird. You know what I mean? Like, y'all just want attention so bad you're willing to do anything for it. Is that really a good look? Is it working out for you? I'm gonna say it again, man. All them folks over there making up stories and lies, don't none of them have a dime. Octavius Prime ain't rich, and you ain't living some kind of lavish lifestyle, and you online trying to front like you something you not. You's a dude that, like, we watch people like you walk around Sixth Street in Austin into these different places, and like we don't even take it seriously, bro. Like, the other just regular dudes that just go places and that's it. Like, do you even work out? You want to talk about the gym and working out, brother? I got over like 430 to 440 world records already. You couldn't come close to my workout. And if you got any money, Octavius Prime, why don't you pay me to do my training sessions so I can get you in shape? Because you need to get in shape. You got a long way to go, Octavius. You remind me of Tazo TV. Tazo TV failed at driving 18-wheelers and he failed at boxing. You want to talk about that? What y'all should be doing is paying attention and paying me for my training. Rob Rack, the Rib Rack, doesn't even want to acknowledge my entire career or take a look at what I do for a living. So, I mean, what can he say? He doesn't even want to talk to me because he knows he's going to hear reality and he don't want to hear it. He's just on that silly stuff every day, and that's cute. I mean, enjoy it, do what you want, but I mean, he's drinking almost every day. I mean, if you can't see what's happening clearly in front of you, right, and you can't see that karma is real and God is real and what's going on, then I give up because I see it perfectly. I mean, I can just see what the future holds and what's coming. It's obvious, bro. Like, what? Like, you got to make better decisions, man. Like, that's the point. That's why people, try to get away from alcohol and them stimulants and different things like that because it's not good for you. That's what I mean. You got people who don't have they act together or are homeless and have nothing going, no job, no nothing. And they're just sitting around, and you think I'm going to let anyone, I don't care who you call, I'm not going to let them or you tell me a thing. Okay? Because anyone who entertaining what you say is just like you. You see my point? You got people working these careers that failed, and all they know how to do is fail, and they more worried about your business and the fact you doing well than what they should be doing. And the only choice they have, which is you need to do your job, boy. What? I'll tell them straight up, actually. What's up? Yeah. You should never have time to worry about me. I got my business together. I got my act together, and I'm a grown man. You 100% right. I stand on business. Yeah. Yeah. See, again, you got me confused and misconstrued. What we have here is a failure to communicate. We got another can't get right, writing checks they can't cash. Can't get right. Like, golly, it's like you talk so much like you want me to make a documentary about you, but I can't make a documentary about you because you've been staring at the same screen in the same four-corner room for the last, 2+ decades now. What can I say about you? You tried to rap and you failed, and then you got in your feelings. Then you said you was an activist like me. I know exactly who you are, honey. I got your voicemail. You ain't on nothing. And the other one just isn't about nothing. Doesn't own an estate, doesn't own anything. It doesn't have anything to do with money. Wouldn't be able to spend money. I mean, you can't go to the club. I mean, look at you. All those people are in love with me, bro. Those people don't make me mad. They don't make me upset. They don't make me feel nothing. You just write checks you can't cash. You say a bunch of fluff that doesn't exist, right? You in your feelings because my life is truly beautiful. Like, okay, and like that, you could have just said that. See, those are folks who don't have the courage to just say how they feel, just like all these so-called wannabe fake enemies who are fake friends. All my friends never liked me, is what I found out. I mean, that wasn't news. I could see it in your eyes, dude. That's why y'all didn't fool me. Yeah, they thought they was gonna fool me and pull a fast one. Yeah, that worked real well. 2 felonies. Like, brother, I can see it in your eyes, man. I can see your envy and jealousy so clear. It's unbelievable, bro. Are you serious? Why? Because God taught me something called discernment. So see, what you've proven is that God is real. Thank you. Well, I never get fooled. And like I said, any energy that's brought to me, I'm immediately alchemizing, and it's only going to be, helping me to benefit. It's just going to benefit me. Any energy. It doesn't matter what it was. It doesn't matter how someone feels. I got folks, but trust me, these folks are pressed and triggered as hell. They worried about me and my success. Good. Then I got you right where I want you, don't I? So, like I said, Octavius Prime, you can continue to pose and you'll continue to run on this platform like y'all have been running since day one. And that's the truth. You don't want to have a discussion. I'll do a live interview with you, hmm about facts. You want to build a name in this game? You know what I mean? The other homie is lucky I even say his name because he doesn't have an identity. He doesn't have a platform. He doesn't have a radio show. I've been a radio show host, the best in the game, for over 2 decades. You don't even have a name in this game. You see, don't make me your competition. You're not me. Yeah, that's what they think. They really think they own something because they, go put on a shirt from Goodwill and I don't know, work a job, or don't even. He don't even look like he work. He looks like somebody who just got everything handed to him, right? And he still don't have much, so he's like trying to show out and act like he's someone and play the background online. Like, who you trying to be like? Dr. Dre, he sold his soul too. Is you the Dr. Dre of this game? Like that one dude said that makes beats like he playing a xylophone? Remember Steve's was laughing at the track? Yeah, that guy, he disappeared too from the internet. He don't say nothing now. Once he figured out how real I am, he went ahead and tucked tail and went the other direction. I'm glad I don't have to hear them xylophone beats anymore. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Yeah, it's a beat, Tyree. Yeah, it's a beat. B vlogs. It's a beat. You shouldn't eat fried chicken. It's got too much grease. Yeah, Steve's was loving that line. Yeah, they still busy talking about sectors, bro. I don't know what's up with these sectors and why they can't get over little old me. Because the one homeboy, like I said, you was doing all right when you was getting your donos and your Niftine and your $15 and eating your Taco Bell. Like, I was looking at it like you was doing all right. I don't care. I don't have a problem with people being on their broke hustle. I'm on my broke hustle. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought you had it going all right. Now it's like you're afraid to do a live stream, or you're on other channels. I don't know what you're doing, but I know one thing: you ain't making no money doing this. At least not actual digital money on your own, like a man. Yeah, they're trying to all literally survive and live off donations, right? That are all just out of the fact that they're jelly of me. I mean, that's fine, but I make my own checks. I get paid to do this. It's a difference. Yeah. And if I ever didn't, I mean, I would figure out something else and God would provide like he always has. I wouldn't care if I have to fly a sign and beg. It ain't nothing I ain't done before and I'm not above it. So, I mean, who are you and who are you talking to? Y'all ain't talking about nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm a real dude. I've been in every situation 100%. I'm real. I'm capable. And, I'm capable and gifted in all the ways you are not. I look the way you want to look. I whatever the way you want to whatever, right? And most importantly, I'm smart and capable in all the ways you are not, like Tyler Durden said. So I ain't worried about what you saying. That's the point. People want to be me, like real talk. The whole world want to be me. Like I said, y'all ain't living like me. This is light hustle. This ain't nothing, bro. Are you serious? I've lived way more lavish. I've been at levels you couldn't even comprehend. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all want to talk so much on this platform. I mean, you're gonna acknowledge who I am. Like, period. Like, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just telling you, like Octavius Prime, like I would love to have like a strength challenge with you. Because you ain't coming close. I mean, real talk. And you supposed to be a big, big dude. You supposed to be a bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you got going for you. You know what I mean? Like, you, and it's not going for you. It's working against you. But I mean, I think you're a fairly big dude. But that's about it. You got a long way to go, man. You got to come do this training, homie. Yeah. Yeah, don't stop trying to flaunt and front on your little fake channel. That's not a good look, man. Be you, be humble, brother. Seriously, being humble will help you so much more than trying to pretend that you're something you're not and, living above your means. I mean, you could tell that boy being provided for. He don't work. He's not a working class real man, period. What? Golly, bro. They got all them people over there, man. It's like Scrub Nation over there. Real talk. They still got that dude that I've addressed 8 million times every time. Like we know what it is. That Roy Maiden Dade Rodriguez. Like, homie, I'm telling y'all, I graduated from Felix Varela High in Dade County. I think I've seen homeboy out there before. I'm just telling you the truth. In Dade County, Roy is not known. Nobody knows who Roy is. Nobody cares, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. He was always the dude playing the background, bro. I think he was right around where I was at. I was right out there in Dade County, man. That dude is not what he wants to. I mean, we all know he's not what he wants to be. Pretend online. I mean, look what happened with Tyra. But my point is, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you gonna like be known for not being known or about anything, and keep coming and showing your face on camera? That's what I don't understand. Because I like it don't make no sense. Like what? And they be getting on here, oh yeah, I'm gonna pretend again with my ego. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. You didn't talk that way when Tyra was in front of you. All 3 feet of him, 3 foot tall Tyra with his chain keys that he's always carrying, jingling everywhere. I've got spurs that jingle, jingle, jingle. Yeah, Tyra, he scared of me too. But my point is, Tyra was, had his keys and everything, and was standing in front of you. You didn't kick all that then, and everybody saw it. So, I mean, I don't get how you can look one way and then keep on going on camera, and then you got other people working for all y'all acting like they're on something. Like, brother, I'm not the one that looks crazy and silly on camera all the time. That sounds like a personal problem. You don't have nothing on me. That's the thing. They was looking for dirt and whatever they could create. Then they wanted to create fake stuff, and they have nothing. And what they realized is I'm a saint and a gangster at the same time, and I don't have no holes in my rap sheet, like I told you, homie. Yeah, real talk. I am not these other people. Okay, you vastly underestimate me. So I'm gonna say it again. I run Dade County too, and I'm for real. Any place I say I run, I really run. It took putting in work in all these different places. They act like I wasn't a gangster in Dade. You better ask about me. I'm a gangster everywhere. I run this country. That's why I don't worry about what these people have to say. I'm not worried about nothing you talking about. Okay, no one tells me what to do. I do what I want. Right? Oh man, that's not an everyday thing. Like, are you serious? This is America, bro. Nothing changed about my country. Nothing's gonna change. And all this fronting stuff, I don't care if it's from agencies, corrupt departments, whoever. It's all fake, man. Make sure you understand that. Come on, man. Don't act like it's like you don't know what it is. Why do you think they pulling these stunts in Minneapolis? Yeah, way across the country. That's where y'all do that. Down here, the same folks is down here. Have you heard a peep out of them? Is anybody getting out of line down here? Yeah, you know who run the streets here? Batman. Batman can show up anywhere in the valley. Do you understand that? I could be anywhere, bro. You know what I mean? I address everything directly. I'm really out here, bro. This is real, bro. This ain't no movie, homie. So, like I said, do you see people doing all that crazy stuff here? No. They all completely in line, ain't they? Because that's reality, homie. Right? What these folks do, they start writing checks they can't cash, and then they hype each other up and put a battery in each other's back to make them think they something they not, and gas them up. It's the same thing Steve said. He was like, yeah, that's what they do, gas them up. Like, yeah, you can get him, you can do it. Like, that's the truth. Like, y'all really be playing with real, like y'all get online and make it a habit to play with gangsters and real street dudes. I don't know who told you to do that, but that's not wise. That's not a game that folks play, bro. What? Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you reality of what it is, man. That's weird, man. That's what they do, and then act like you can't talk and respond. The hell we can. Yes, I can. What? I run the streets. Just like I talk and say whatever I want on these blocks, I say it on here. What's up? Yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you reality. That's not a wise move. It's just not a smart decision. It just don't make no sense. Like, you know what I mean? That's what these folks do. Oh yeah, I want to get online and waste time and focus on gangsters. Why? Focus on the job application. Yeah, so I guess being a street dude and a gangster really does mean everything, right? Because all you folks prove it every day that you worry about me and my business and what I'm doing. When you're focused on me, it proves that everything I've done is the right move. So I'm the symbol of success. I'm what you want to be. Aspire to be more like me. And guess how y'all can do that? You can go ahead and put the cash in my hand and pay me for my training because you're going to pay me millions of dollars in settlements. And I promise that. All you corrupt folks going to pay me millions. Trust me on that. Yep. Well, I guarantee and promise that you're going to pay me millions, brother. Like I said, that's what's so funny is like God's going to give me the money regardless, but I'm going to make sure either way that you folks have to fund my organization of what I do. You understand? And like I said, I'm going to use that money. I want to try to build my own organization, independent, actual business, LLC or whatever. And I want to be able to save the youth and save kids when these Amber Alerts go out. I want to save the youth and save lives. You understand? Yep. And all your corruption and everything you've done is what's going to fund my project. Watch. Now, holla. I'll run the streets. Like I said, Octavius Prime, you got a long way to go. I'd suggest we start you out on a running program. I want you to run about 7 wind sprints, Octavius. But don't do it without my supervision because looking at you, I'm not sure you can even deal with that. And for sure, do not have Kiki Prime do the workout. I guarantee you that she cannot do it just yet. She's not ready to do that.
Hermie! Hermie!
Next. Need a pig hair. Like I said, next. Not my Jabberwocky. Next. I am the big red queen, boy. Next, whoever else. Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Talk to y'all in a minute. Like I said, Octavius, get on that training, man. You need it, brother. You got a long way to go, all right? Oh, and you should probably be working too, Octavius, because I'm going to tell you something else. You don't make no digital money. Quit lying. Facts. Stop that. Yeah, all that stuff they saying, I could just do this. Oh, I'll just go outside. Yeah, no, going outside a big deal for people like you and Prince Coast. Boy, stop playing. All right, I'm out, man. I'll talk to you in a minute.